I haven't said it in a while, but I got to now.
Well, what do you got to say?
The saga continues.
Oh, goddamn right. It always has to continue. It wouldn't be continuing if it wasn't continuing.
Like what you said earlier, you can't stop bullshit.
Yeah, you can't stop this bullshit train. You can't stop it like you can't stop that goddamn oil from fucking coming out of the ass of the Gulf.
Yeah, can't stop, won't stop.
Nope.
Might as well call us BP. Can't stop.
Yeah, don't call us that.
No. We don't want to go to jail.
We get sued. We're going to get beaten up.
Well, they'd rather send us to jail than sue us because we ain't got no money.
Oh, goddamn
you want to take my keys?
Yeah.
To my shitty car? Hey, go ahead. Man, we haven't done this ever, I don't think. And we've been promising.
Yeah.
I think for years now.
Yes. I think the first show we promised to do this.
Yeah, we say, hey, we're going to come back. And people out there asking, well, what did you promise that you haven't fulfilled?
Yeah.
We've been saying we're going to do an email show.
I already forgot. I was about to say, well, what did we promise them?
I know.
I promised a lot of things. I say a lot of dumb shit.
You break a lot of promises.
Yeah.
This is just another one. No, I saw that look on your face like, what are we talking about? Email, man.
Email.
We've been talking about doing an email show for a long time. And something always happens where we get sidetracked.
Don't have time.
Hey, like you said, that bullshit comes along and we just get caught up in it.
That's right. We're not wearing our life preservers. So
we're not wearing
sync with that shit.
Yeah, we go down. We get swept up by that bullshit. We have no choice but to go with the tide.
That's right.
So, well, what happened, people? There's two things. One is that we did record a show last week.
Yeah, we did. We recorded a long show last week.
We recorded a long show last week.
We weren't even planning to do that at all. Like we had a set time because we had to be out of here at a certain time.
Where were we going?
I think
we going to a movie?
I think we were going to a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
We
were going to a movie. I forgot what movie it was. Something
maybe
we didn't like.
Yeah, I can't.
Anyway, we had to go to a movie.
Must not have been worth the shit.
No, it wasn't. But we recorded a long show and right up to the last minute when we just had to stop.
Yeah.
And then you talked to me the next day and you were like, man, I think we just ran our mouths a little too much.
I know.
Just put all our dirty laundry out there.
Exactly. And because it was call me crazy. I don't like to ruin people's idea of who I am, but yeah, there's times when even I have a conscience, and I was like, you know what, this is something that if I were in the mob, I probably shouldn't do. There's a lot of times when you're in the mob, you got to keep your mouth shut about a lot of things sometimes for very good reason.
We were snitch bitches last week.
Oh, yeah.
We were just putting all our business out there, just talking, didn't give a shit.
We forgot that the mics were on or something. That's what it was like. It's like, oh, shit, are these things on?
Oh, yeah.
Was our whole show about that? Oh, shit.
No. No, if we had been in the mob, we would have been stool pigeon Petey, and we would have been dead. We would have got a couple of cement shoes.
Oh no, we would have been like
Cuban necktie, set on fire, all that shit, all at one time.
We would have been like Samuel Jackson and what was it? It was Goodfellas where he overslept and wake his ass up. Overslept again, motherfucker. All right, I'm getting ready. Boom. Shot his ass dead.
Man, that was back in the day when Samuel Jackson was just...
You didn't even know his name.
You didn't know his name, and he was either like... that's back when Samuel Jackson was scary.
He was. He looked like a scarecrow. I mean, he was super skinny. He had that crazy ass hair.
Hand me that... that mic stand right there. My hands up here hurting and shit trying to hold his mic. Yeah, back then... Let me put this mic in real quick. Children, I'm sorry to disturb you. Oh, by the way, since I'm doing this, let's do this.
Yes, welcome to the show. See, finally.
People already saying, man, y'all already started. So if you ain't getting no email, you already started.
Start talking about Samuel Jackson. You go on like a whole 40-minute rant
exactly.
about that guy.
Because that's the other thing. We looked at each other like, what are we going to talk about? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ain't shit to talk about this week.
Yeah, there ain't nothing going on.
Guess what? Email time.
Yeah.
We just came out of a film. We don't want to say what movie it is, but we just saw... Man, probably one of the best movies I've seen this year.
One of the best movies, probably one of the best. I think we just witnessed like one of the best trilogies to ever happen.
Ever, yes. I mean, honestly. It's a rare. I mean, I'm trying to think what trilogy is consistent in tone as these movies are.
Right.
And I can't think of anything that's done that. I mean, yeah, we've had like some franchises that have been successful for 3 movies.
Lord of the Rings is one.
Lord of the Rings, and that's probably the other movie I would say is consistent as far as like direction, vision.
Even though
they're great movies.
Even though there were a lot of complaints on that last movie, just with the length and how it should have been cut, like 2 hours could have been trimmed off from that film. This is one, at least for us, that we were just like, man, we were with this movie from beginning to end.
Which one? Lord of the Rings?
Well, no.
Oh, this movie.
The movie that we just saw.
I like this movie better than I would say is higher ranked than Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And the only reason why is because it was more emotional. Lord of the Rings. People are like, what movie y'all talking about? I ain't gonna tell you.
Nope.
You
sorry.
just for the review.
You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait just like everyone else.
You ain't special.
That's right. Ain't nothing special about your ass, especially when you're bitching all the time.
No, these movies. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. But no, as far as just being consistent, and the most important thing is a story driven by its characters, the sole characters. You don't feel like you've been cheated with them. You don't feel like you're going like, who are these guys? What happened to the characters that I actually grew to love? Like, these aren't the same guys. No, you are emotionally attached to this series, especially with this last film where it's a nice bookend to the series. Wow, it's such a nice bookend.
It really did tell one complete story. So nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like one just whole man. God damn.
You know what? I only wish that this would have come out like around Christmas. That would have been the best Christmas present to all those little snotty-nosed little bastards running around, and to all these snotty-nosed adults always bitching about shit as far as movies goes. Because I think, honestly, and I hope the rest of the world agrees with us when this movie comes out, because if not, I'm going to be really pissed.
I'm going to be angry.
But I'm going to be fucking angry. But yeah, hopefully everyone else will agree that, this is how you do a trilogy. I mean, this honestly, I mean, you said it yourself in the review. This is like the new, this is the new great trilogy, and it's the holy trilogy. Yeah, as far as the film series
and you're
goes.
not going to believe what we're saying when you see it, because I mean, some of you are keen enough to know. You're already guessing, but some others out there that are like, you got it wrong. I can tell you, you're thinking you don't know what we're talking about. But hey, we'll get in there. No, this movie was consistent, just like Samuel Jackson was consistently scary.
Yeah, for a while in his career. I mean, just because, I'm sure that dude was like, he's been in like in a dozen movies I still haven't seen. Only because, I wasn't aware of him until really Pulp Fiction put him on the map, right? Would you agree?
I would say Pulp Fiction, that was the one. No, I would say the movie that put him on the map is Jungle Fever. Pulp Fiction is the one. Now,
I never saw Jungle Fever, but.
Let me see which one came out first, because I'm going to say that Jungle Fever came out. Really? Maybe it didn't. I'm going to say it came out before Pulp Fiction. Huh. I'm going to look and see. Because I know...
Okay, because I thought you were going to tell me fucking Die Hard 3. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I was going to tell you Coming to America.
Was he in that?
Yeah, man, see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. There are movies that you don't recognize Samuel Jackson from until somebody tells you, you know what? No, go back and look. Yeah. He was the scary black guy in that movie. See, even when he's in movies where... there's other scary black people. He's the scariest.
You know what? His career is almost like Ernie Hudson's from Ghostbusters. The Forgotten Ghostbuster. Yeah, that guy. I was shocked when we were watching. It was Human Tornado. Yes. Dolomite Human Tornado. He's actually in it, and he has one of the worst emotional scenes in the whole movie. He's crying over a dead brother, and he's like,
"Man, look, he's just playing. He's just playing." Yeah. Ernie Hudson. He's the Black Ghostbuster. Mm-hmm. He was in The Crow. Mm-hmm.
That was the only movies.
That's what I'm trying to think. What other was he?
I think that's it.
We can't forget. He did an incredible performance in Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, that's right.
Ernie Hudson.
How can you forget that?
Let me look up Pulp Fiction here first. And see when that came out. I used to know the date. Yeah, 94 is when that came out. Same year as Forrest Gump. That's how I used to know that. Now let me see when Jungle Fever came out, because I think Jungle Fever.
I think they did come out before.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
I just never saw that movie. I don't know. I don't know why.
It came out in 91. So Jungle Fever was a movie that he came out in. He was like, he was always. I don't know what this guy was doing. I don't know if he just walked on set after taking a job and not combing his hair. Yeah. I mean, because he was always sweaty.
He looked like a mess.
Yeah, he was always sweaty and greasy, and his hair was everywhere.
You always saw like fucking trimmings like from the hedges. He was finding shit in his hair.
Yeah, it looked like he just like he came under the set
dead leaf in his hair.
Like what were you doing? Were you rolling out in the grass like a dog or something?
Working on the yard?
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, Sam, you can put the more down. Al.
Yeah.
We need you on set.
Oh, he always looked like he just woke up too.
Would you like makeup, Mr. Jack? No, I don't need no makeup. No, I don't need no makeup. This is my look.
I don't even think he was yelling back then because I'm sure if he
No,
was,
he was.
oh, was he? Okay.
Oh, no, because
so they would have kicked him off the set. Hey, what the fuck are you yelling for? You ain't nobody.
and coming to America, he was the guy that held up the McDougal's or whatever it was. It was like the. You know John Amos, who was the father on Good Times. He owned like a chain of of restaurants. So he said McDonald's stole for him or something. Yeah, and they would call him McDeanies or something. McDoodles, McDonald's, McDougal's,
McDoodoo. I don't know.
But he was the guy that came in and robbed the place. Everybody fucking freeze! That was him, and I was like, man, that's the scariest fucking guy I've ever seen. And then, in Jungle Fever, he was the crackhead. Yeah, he was Gator.
Oh,
was his name Gator?
Maybe so.
I think his name was. Yeah, he came in at the end of the movie where he came in and was like, "Where's the money, Mama? I know you got it in here." And he was. I forgot the Ruby D was his mother. And she was like, Gator, just get out of here. I don't have any money. Mama, you remember when he had these crazy eyes? Because I'll show you the scene in a minute. Okay. He was like, hey, Mama, you remember we used to dance? Like, it looked like he's about to rape her.
Oh, he's no.
Like, come on, Mama. I know you got something to give me.
Oh, shit.
Gator, please, just go before your father gets home. And then Ozzie Davis comes in and shoots him.
Oh, shit.
And
what? You spoiled it.
And he could. Everybody knows this thing because he gets shot. He's like, Jesus.
All right, now I got to see that.
Oh, you got to play the scene.
Oh, man. He had such a great movie career playing a goddamn junkie.
He's a junkie. He was always playing the greasy, scary, screaming, nappy-headed black man. Yeah. There's only a few moments where I remember where he wasn't like that. I think he was in Eddie Murphy's Raw, and he plays like Eddie Murphy's uncle at the beginning. He's all clean-shaven and everything.
Oh,
and he's
no shit.
Yeah, he's just like, tell that joke you did. Tell that joke about the monkey shitting on people or something like that.
Okay, I got to watch that again because I have that, and I don't even remember that. Okay, I'll look at him real close.
And and then I think he was in a video for Public Enemy. 911 is a joke.
Oh, I bet.
He's a guy riding an ambulance eating a sandwich or something.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, man.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Look at Chris Rock, and I'm gonna get you, sucker.
And I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah.
1 rib.
Yeah, 1 rib, please.
Can you imagine Samuel Jackson in that role?
You got change for 100.
1 rib. Yeah. Wind blowing back on people and shit.
Just put it in my hand, motherfucker.
Let me find this scene of. Let me see. It's of Samuel Jackson in Jungle Fever. I'll look this up right now.
Now I need to IMDb him.
All right, here it goes. It's called Gator's Last Dance.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let me go ahead and play it. It's kind of a long scene, but let's see how far we can go.
Said that guy, you got a friend in me.
You got a friend. I ain't your friend, motherfucker. Where's the money?
Left foot, right foot.
That shit just starts out all nice and everything.
Yeah. Like, this is a sketch comedy. What's going on?
Gator, what do you want?
I need to see you.
The good Reverend Doctor isn't here.
I know. That's why I need to see you now.
Oh, now everywhere gets scared. She shouldn't open that door. That already sounds bad. I need to see you.
Blah.
Hurry up, come on, hurry up.
I always like that shot because he walks right into the camera.
That's the shot where they just run over the cameraman. They don't even stop. You're always wondering if I'm always waiting for that camera to go boom.
Yeah, there's a part when Samuel Jackson, his mother in this scene right here. Let me do the setup. I forgot to do it. His mother, Samuel Jackson, is a crackhead, and he plays Wesley Snipes' brother in the movie. And throughout the whole movie, he's been going to his mom's house and asking for money and everything. And his father, played by Ozzie Davis, just hates this son of a bitch at this point. He loves him, but he just hates him.
Yeah.
And so the father's gone, and while the father's gone, Samuel Jackson just forces his way into this home to get some money from his mother. I love the way when he comes to that door, he just, you tell the cameraman was just terrified. Because Samuel Jackson walks right into the camera, and that camera guy doesn't move.
I ain't got no money.
You see it again. That fool walks right into the camera.
Come on, hurry up.
Oh, boom.
Remember me?
Say whatever you have to say and go before your father comes back.
Yeah, don't you like my dancing anymore? You usually offer to cook me something to eat.
I'm playing.
Oh man,
Oh.
see how scary he looks.
Yeah.
Look at him right there, those big eyes.
I know.
Samuel Jackson looks like a gremlin.
It does. It looks like a rape's about to happen.
Hey, look, he's
with the gremlin.
You and his gremlin look like he's dancing with Stripe from Gremlins. A nappy-headed Stripe, yeah. 'Cause Samuel Jackson, I mean, he's the epitome of crackheadness. He's got like dark circles on his eyes, spots all over his skin, hair got patches of baldness in it, and he's sitting up here dancing with his mother. He's looking at her like he really is about to rape her.
He will suck your dick for a crack rock.
Cook me something to eat.
I ain't playing with you, Gator. Say what you got to say and then go. And if it's money you want, forget it. The answer is no.
Mama, I need money. I'm sick. In order for me to get right, I need money.
You'd feel a whole lot better if you had a bath.
Uh-oh.
Boy, the devil's got you.
And he's just stealing money from his mother. And his mother over there ain't doing a goddamn thing because she knows.
All she can do is threaten him with the devil. The devil's gonna get you.
And he's like, shit, I am the devil, bitch.
I know. That always scares me. What? The devil? Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'll put everything back.
Well, it scares you because you ain't on crack.
75 cents.
He's tearing his fucking kitchen up.
He's looking in all the wrong places. The sugar jar, the cookie jar.
Mama, give me some money.
You raise your voice at me. I'm still your mother.
If God is my witness,
This is my last time.
Oh.
I swear for God and for more white people, this is the very last time I die.
That's the one that scares me. 4 more white people.
Yeah, I thought he was about to go into his Pulp Fiction rant. God is my witness. I was like,
And
oh,
you should know my name is the Lord.
You better start
if
running.
you don't give me some money.
Guys, you must be out of your right mind. I'm not giving you a red cent. And what happened to your father's color TV?
This is the best line right here. Listen to this.
Mama, I smoke the TV.
Oh, you twisted soul.
I ain't going nowhere till you give me some money.
See, now that was Samuel Jackson back in the day. Him screaming everything like this.
Yeah.
That Samuel Jackson was like, he was that character in almost everything you saw.
You know what? That's the scene that Quentin Tarantino watched before he wrote Pulp Fiction. He said, I'm going to write a movie about this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, I think
It's going to make me rich.
I think, Quentin Tarantino was writing Pulp Fiction and
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson was behind it. You better write a part for me, motherfucker. Where's my line?
Where's my money? He starts looking in Quentin Tarantino's refrigerator, the freezer.
Looking for the script. Where's the script,
Yeah.
Quentin, man? Where is it, man?
I don't have any money.
Well, what about some jewelry?
Well, these girls not real. This costume
Uh-oh.
jewelry.
Well, give me some.
Tell them to leave, boy. Go before your father gets back in this house.
What about these gold teeth?
Some money.
You won't find nothing in there. Just stop.
Damn, he just took her purse, man.
You think maybe you should have done that in the first place? Where else would you find money? You know, if you're looking through a house, you're going to go through the cookie jar, the goddamn freezer, underneath the cabinet of the sink. You know?
He destroyed that kitchen.
See, kids, yeah, you can't do drugs, kids, because you start doing dumb shit.
See, yeah, exactly. If he wasn't on crack, he could have like ripped off his mother without destroying the house.
That's right.
Could have been a clean robbery.
You know how much all that shit's going to cost to fix?
Did you say he looked in the cookie jar?
Yeah.
Looked in the freezer.
Where is the money?
Looked in the silverware
know.
drawer. And all.
This is 1950. Hiding money in the cookie jar.
I know. Fucking looked in the refrigerator, tore up some cookie dough, looking for shit is out there.
Let go of your mother's pocketbook.
Don't wait for me, Mama. I need some money. I'm sick.
Why don't you go someplace and lie down? Please.
What is all this shit? Where's the money? Why you tripping like this? Why don't you just give me the money?
I told you, honey, you won't find no money in that pocketbook. I haven't got any money. Not the kind of money you looking for.
How much can I get for this
Is
lipstick?
that all the money you got?
Uh-oh, here come Isaac Davis now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Gonna make me well. $20 ain't shit.
For the love of sweet Jesus, please go.
Boy, Didn't I tell you never to set foot in my house again?
Where's the money? Why you hiding? Let him go.
Have you lost your natural mind?
Like that. Have you lost your natural? Now see, that's the way black people used to talk like that back in the 50s and 60s and 30s. And, I say so. Have you lost your natural mind now?
Never thought natural mind could go together like that.
That's how the black people ordered like fast food back in the day. I say I'd like a hamburger with cheese
and some natural fries.
Hold the mayonnaise. You know black people don't like mayonnaise. Sir. And then when they put the mayonnaise on the sandwich, they come back around. Have you lost your natural mind? I told you no, boy. I told you no mayonnaise.
Well as your soul, didn't I tell you never to knock on my door again?
The Gator's leaving. He's got
I ain't going nowhere. All right. I'll put you out.
Damn.
See, Mama gave me the money. I've been gone before he came back. Now give me some money.
No, Gator. If I had any money, I'd give it to you.
You got money in this house, Mama. Give it to me.
Damn, boy, he's fiending, man. That fool is. You see what I'm saying? You see how sweaty he is?
Oh yeah, no, he's glistening right now.
Look like somebody like dipped a Hershey bar in some oil.
Somebody dipped him in some Crisco. About to fry his ass. His dad's about to fry him. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, his dad comes out with a fucking like pan.
Get in here, boy.
Jump in his pot. Cook the natural devil out of you.
Yeah.
Take it, honey.
You got more money than
Cook you in your natural juices.
7 herbs and spices.
Sell it. You can get
I don't want.
It looked like his head is. See how crazy his hair look like. His hair is like chicken crust. You see?
I know. He looks like an old guy.
Hair is all like extra crispy.
it. This house you want. Take it, honey.
You got more money than $20.
Look here. You see this? You can sell it. You can get money.
I don't want that shit. I want some. My own flesh and blood, my firstborn son, and I love you. But you're evil, and you're better off dead. All right. Leave.
Now here's the part where he's like, see, he could have been gone.
Yeah.
But he had to do that dance. Couldn't just leave. He had to do that last dance.
Devil's work is never done. The devil is always busy. Mama, check out this new step. I made this one up just for you.
I paid a lot of money for these.
Check out this dance. Watch this dance he does.
Take it. Sell it.
Wait a minute, let me rewind it.
Okay, yeah, let me see this.
Watch this.
Put up just for you.
Look at this
I
dance.
paid a lot of money for these, honey. Take them.
Is he doing the Thriller dance?
He look like one of them zombies out of
One of
Thriller.
those zombies. He's totally doing a Thriller dance. Shaking them shoulders. Shuffling.
I'll pray for you, my son. Father, I stretch my hands to thee.
Oh. Holy fuck!
You never saw. Oh yeah, Ozzy Davis just got tired of that shit. Shot his ass cold.
If you gotta go, might as well go out dancing.
Man, the thing is,
if only you could do that in real life at the club, because there's been a few motherfuckers that come dancing towards me, or I'm like, your soul is required in hell.
Thing is, there's a Pat Benatar video.
Yeah, there is. Love is a Battlefield.
Love is a Battlefield.
Yeah.
Well, all those girls do the Gator dance.
Yeah.
Gator was watching too much Pat Benatar. He's doing that dance.
No.
We are young.
He must be a fan of 80s
Heartache
music.
to heartache, we stand.
I can see that character hanging out at the club dressed up as Pat Benatar
Pat
doing
Benatar.
that. Gator.
That'd be funny if he dressed up like Pat Benatar in that video and was dancing that dance with that crazy look on his face. That Pat Benatar video is crazy because it's like it's a pimp who's like slapping around all these women, and then Pat Benatar shows up and he's like, wait, I'm gonna show this motherfucker something. Watch this. And you think she's about to pull out a weapon or something? No, but she shakes some shoulders and does that dance. That pimp is like, I can't do anything about this. Your dancing is too much for me.
See, in the 80s, that's the only way you can fight evil, by dancing like crazy. I think Michael Jackson's Beat It, they did that. Motherfuckers are dancing, they dance off with each other with a rubber chicken. Oh, no, that was Weird Al.
That was Weird Al.
I get him confused sometimes.
That is true back in the 80s.
Whenever there's trouble, motherfuckers had to start dancing.
Dancing could stop anything. Dancing would stop gangs. Dancing stop pimps. Dancing stops zombies.
Yeah, oh, shit.
Dancing stops crackheads.
No shit, dude. Oh man, I miss those days. I have to say,
dancing stopped the whole town. You know, made the whole town loosen up. You remember Footloose?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Kevin Bacon come in dancing.
I never saw that movie, but I fucking heard that song till my fucking ears fell off. But I tell you what, loose. And I'm like, oh fuck this goddamn song. I hate it. But I tell you what though, maybe, just maybe, if the whole world united and got their ass on the beach and started doing some dancing, maybe they'd stop that goddamn leak in the goddamn Gulf.
That shit back
all that oil would go back like Superman when he spins around the world. Yeah, all the oil would go back into the earth.
Get Footloose. Benatar there, get Kevin Bacon, get Samuel Jackson.
He'll be the lead. Yeah,
Gator outfit.
Back in Gator mode.
Yeah. Just shake their shoulders, watch that oil go back in.
Hopefully his dad won't fuck it up by shooting him.
Yeah. Oh, y'all out y'all's natural minds out here dancing. I need that oil. I don't think that's gonna happen. That dude's dead. Ozzie Davis gone.
He's dead too.
Yeah, Ozzie Davis is dead.
I forget about these motherfuckers who are dead. God
man. Damn. Yeah, you got to think Ozzie Davis. Now this is in '91, and Ozzie Davis was already like shit, man, in his 70s back then.
Yeah, so. You're right. Well, I think was he in? That one, the Spike Lee movie based around the little kids. Was it Brooklyn? Crooklyn. There you go. Was he in that movie? Do you remember?
I don't know, because I know Ozzie Davis. He was in a couple of Spike Lee movies. He was in Get on the Bus.
Right.
He was like the old guy, like, I don't want to ruin anything. Something funny happens with him. It's not really funny. It's just something tragic happens.
Yeah.
And Ozzie Davis, he was a voice of reason on there. Like some guy kept.
He was the voice. That guy's career was the voice of reason.
He was, Ozzie Davis was in a Stephen King. He was in The Stand.
Oh God, no, I never saw that. But.
Ozzie Davis played John F. Kennedy.
Oh, of course, and Bubba Hotep. The greatest movie. That was the last great movie he did. Wasn't that the last movie he did?
I think that's the last movie he did, Bubba Hotep.
Oh, man. Yeah, okay. Now I remember him dying because I was so depressed, but I thought
Kennedy died twice.
I thought he came back. I thought he only died in the movie. I was depressed during that scene. I was like, no, bring him back.
Yeah, no, Bubba
Put
Hotep.
some more sand in his head.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Bubba Hotep, actually that's playing this weekend with tomorrow with the
no shit
being there, the guy who wrote the story. Yeah,
that's the same guy who wrote the Jonah Hex episode of Batman featuring Jonah Hex from the original Batman the Animated
Series. They're going to be showing that episode, I think. They're going to be showing some Superman episodes that he wrote, like from the animated series. They're going to be showing like Bubba Hotep, his movie.
Fuck. No shit.
Yeah, and Bubba Hotep is, the story is greater than the movie, I think.
I love the fuck out of that movie.
I have that movie. I like it. I don't love it. But
I love it.
I'd like to see him do a remake. Bruce Campbell plays a guy that thinks he's he might be, or he thinks he is Elvis.
Well, in the movie he is Elvis. He gives the whole backstory as to.
But see, you don't know. You don't know if he's making that up. I guess being in his mind.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could.
And he hooks up with John F. Kennedy, who is a black man played by Ozzie Davis, who also gives his own story, why he's there and how they were able to cover up for him being a black man and everything. Yeah, so Ozzie Davis was cool, man. But yeah, Samuel Jackson. Who would have thought that he would have came up to be like the star that he is? I mean, looking at these, I was looking at those. I was like, man, this Negro was going to jail. This dude is too real.
He is. But you watch that and all of a sudden you're like, okay, with that scene right there, it's like he's building the rest of his career based on a crazy character like
crazy
that.
Crackhead.
Yeah.
No, I have to say, like, man, looking at him back then, especially like in those movies where he was the scary guy, and like even in even in Goodfellas, he looked crazy. Remember?
Oh yeah,
he wasn't screaming, but he still looked crazy.
He did. Yeah,
I never would have thought that he would have been the caliber of actor that he is. When I say caliber, I mean like world-renowned, A-list, well-respected star.
At least for a time. Now the last few things I've seen him in, it seems like he's just kind of been phoning it in. But
but he's
especially with his Nick Fury in the last.
But you know what?
Iron Man.
The fact that he was in those movies and people are salivating to see his character come back, he's still like an A-list actor.
He is.
I mean, he's still sought after.
He needs to start working out, though. I'm telling you.
I know he's getting that gut. Look like he's been eating too much of those McDougal burgers or whatever.
He's been hanging out at that goddamn donut shop for too long.
Oh, well, like he was.
Yeah, I was like, why is Shield hanging out at a donut shop?
You talking about in Iron Man 2?
In Iron Man 2, yeah.
Yeah, because that's where Samuel Jackson was.
I know.
Samuel Jackson, you want to play Nick Fury, you got to come to the donut shop.
Like, say, Scarlett Johansson, you don't have no business in this donut shop. We need to quit having our meetings here, guys. We all look like a
shop,
bunch
man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, we got this set built where like we're at your secret fortress, we're at Shield, and got you in a jet up in the sky and everything. They're like, nah, man, I'm at the donut shop.
No, hey man,
I'm hanging out Dunkin' Donuts.
This is our new meeting place, all right? This is headquarters.
You want me in the movie? Yeah.
Shield headquarters. And
order me a 6 glazed, 6 more with sprinkles, chocolate covered.
I said chocolate covered, motherfucker.
Where's the cream at?
Where's my sprinkles?
Come on, John Favreau. I know you got some sprinkles around here.
Thor, have your ass a seat and taste these tasty donuts.
I'm happy, man. I really am happy. I love hearing those kind of stories where you see an actor who you thought was not going to go anywhere. Oh, yeah,
definitely.
Beyond what he's doing right there.
Yeah.
Just become this huge star later.
Right.
And he deserves it. That guy.
No, he does. He does. He paid his dues.
Oh, he paid his dues. Let's see what he's been in, man, because I know he's been in a lot of stuff. But Samuel Jackson, here's the thing. He really did have a drug addiction.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember hearing that story.
Yeah, he really did have a drug addiction.
That's like was he like a teenager when that was going on?
I don't know. I don't think he was. I think it's when he was in his 20s and 30s. He was.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
I wonder how old he is now, because looking at that, he looked pretty old.
Samuel Jackson is a dude that he doesn't exactly look old.
Yeah.
When I think about somebody who's never been young, I think about like Abe Vigoda.
Yeah.
That guy.
That guy's
never been young ever.
Willie Nelson.
I've never seen Willie Nelson.
Yeah, I've never seen a picture of a young Willie Nelson. There's no pictures out there of a 10-year-old Willie Nelson.
There is a 10-year-old Willie Nelson, but he's got that face that he has now.
It's the same, yeah. It's like a little,
a little body.
If you were to Photoshop fucking Willie Nelson's head on some little kid, that's exactly what it looked like. Smoking weed, playing the guitar.
Let me look this fool up, man. Samuel Jackson. Let's see how old he is now. All right. He was born in 1948, so that means you carry the 5 and carry the 2, add plus 1, multiply that by 10.
He's 28 years old.
No, he's 62.
62?
Yeah, that means
shit.
Born 1948. Yeah, it means he's 62 now.
Yeah.
So he's 62. He's 62. You pulling out a calculator?
Hold on. Oh no, I got a phone call.
Oh, okay. So that cell phone come up. I was like, who's calling you anyway? Bro, you a robot. Don't get no call.
He's 62. Yeah.
Thought you pulling out your cell phone like do the math.
Check your math.
I was offended. I was like, fuck you, man. You don't believe me?
Oh Lord.
Let me see. Oh man, let's see what he's been in. I'm trying to see what the first movie that he's been in. Oh man, this dude.
It's like a telephone book.
I know. Look at all these movies that he's been in before even the 80s.
Yeah.
1972, Together for Days as Black Cream.
What?
The Displaced Person, 1977. Also 1977, The Trial of the Moke.
The Displaced Person.
Okay, now here's some movies that he's in. 1981, Ragtime.
Huh.
That's I forgot who directed that movie, but he was in that Uncle Tom's Cabin in 1987. He was in a TV show, Spencer for Hire. Look, okay, here it is.
Spencer for Hire.
Eddie Murphy Raw.
Oh,
he was in School Days. In School Days, he played a guy who was like kind of a bully. He had like a Jerry curl with one of those plastic bags over it.
Yeah.
He was threatening people at a chicken joint at a KFC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was mean because it was it was a scene between him and Lawrence Fishburne. Because I think it was all about a black college.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Samuel Jackson was the scary guy who came up to Lawrence Fishburne and was like, I don't care how much you go to college, how much you learn, you still a nigga.
Oh, I remember
Lawrence
that scene,
Fishburne had to look. You thought it was going to be like a throwdown.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne lifted up his hand like he's going to punch him. He's like, you're not niggas, okay? I brought a tear to my eye. Like,
yeah.
Look at Cowboy Curtis.
Yeah, I know. Cowboy Curtis making a stand.
Yes, people don't know that.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne was in
That's another guy.
Adventure. Yeah.
That's another guy with a crazy career that he was like a kid in Apocalypse Now.
Oh, yeah, he was in Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know Samuel Jackson was in Pee-wee's Playhouse. He was Jambi.
Yeah.
He was in makeup. You know, nobody ever knew
What?
it.
Make a high, make a hiney ho.
Make a high. One of his best acting jobs. Nobody knows that
No,
Jambi was Samuel
you
Jackson.
must have been smoking Jambi while watching that show because he is not in there. I'm sorry, that's a white man and a half. That's a very flamboyant looking white guy too.
Excuse me, he was blue.
I always thought Jambi was like, I thought he was bad for the other team, but
Yeah, he was in Do the Right Thing, and people
Yeah.
don't know he was the DJ in Do the Right Thing.
Oh,
you
no
only
shit.
saw you only saw like the bottom half of his face.
yeah.
But you see that gap, and you knew it was him. Yeah, man, a lot of shit.
Saw him picking up a
wow,
record.
Man. Wow, I forgot he was in Death by Temptation. He played a scary guy in that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mo Better Blues. He played a scary guy in that.
That's right. He was in Mo
Damn.
Better Blues.
He was in the Return to Superfly. I didn't even know that motherfucker returned.
Well, hey, don't forget he was Shaft. I almost forgot about that whole goddamn movie until I saw it on TV the other day.
Well, yeah, he was. Man, that's when his career picked up, and then that's when he was the
yeah.
black guy.
Yeah, but you notice you never saw Shaft 2 after that.
No, you didn't. But that was actually a pretty cool.
It was a
movie,
fun
man.
movie, and
Yeah.
and you know the other thing is that Christian Bale, which I forget, Christian Bale was in that movie too. He played the crazy white boy in that film because there was like two villains in that film. It's Christian Bale as the crazy white boy, and the Puerto Rican actor, yeah, the guy who was in the first Casino Royale.
He was in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
I forgot that guy's
I know.
a great
I can't
actor.
remember. He is a great actor.
He was also he also played Basquiat.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember that guy's name. What was that guy's name?
I can't remember, dude.
But anyway, that guy's he's a great actor, that guy. But yeah, Samuel Jackson, man, a lot of stuff. I just love. Now here's the thing to do. I want to get Samuel Jackson in some of the gayest costumes he's been in his career. Because do you remember him as Mr. Glass?
Oh yeah,
in Unbreakable. He wore had that crazy troll doll hair.
Oh fuck yeah,
and all those purple suits and shit.
Yeah.
And then he was also in The Spirit.
That's right. Yeah.
Where he pretty much looked like a drag queen almost.
Yeah, he fucking did. I tried my best to forget that. I felt so embarrassed for him watching that movie. But you know what? You could kind of tell he was having fun with it just because of how ridiculous that fucking character was.
Oh, yeah. No, he was having fun with it. Too bad that movie was...
Yeah.
I never saw it, so I can't say.
Eva Mendes, fucking her ass couldn't save that fucking film. 'Cause that was like the only great thing about that film is like there's like a real like close-up shot of Eva Mendes' ass. And as soon as that ass walks off screen, I walked out of the theater. I was like, okay, I can't handle this shit no more.
By the way, that was Jeffrey Wright that played Peoples Hernandez.
Oh, yeah?
In Shaft, which I thought was an incredible villain.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, man, so yeah, good for Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Anyway, man, I know y'all are saying, told y'all we wasn't getting no email. See, look
Sorry, we don't have time to do the mail now.
Sorry, y'all.
We gotta go.
No, here's the deal, though. Here's what we're going to do for this show. Mm-hmm. We're going to do some email. And as a bonus, since we did record some stuff from last week, that was actually pretty good.
No, it was great.
But we didn't, it went, some great stuff in there. We're going to put that stuff in this show.
We'll tack it on somewhere.
Yeah.
We're going to make it real smooth.
Yes. Leave out all the stuff that we can't. You'll never hear this talk anyway. We'll never hit the light of the day.
You won't even know what's what when you're listening to it. You're like, oh, where's this whole thing that they're going to tack on here? I can't tell.
I know it's going to go so smooth.
Until you hear the audio. And the other day, man.
No, what I'm saying is all that other stuff we talked about, you're never going to hear it. I know you're like, damn, what did they talk about?
No one needs to hear that.
You'll never know.
We don't want to hear it again.
We don't want to hear it again. Yeah, we weren't even drinking. We just started
we were
talking.
just shooting the shit and hanging out. But it's one of those things like, you know what? This really does not need to go any further than this room.
Yeah.
As interesting it was to talk about, there's just some things that, you're smarter not to have out there in the open.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did we talk about? I remember the main thing that we talked about that was funny was eat the poo-poo.
Eat the poo-poo. Yeah,
Yeah.
The guy who's trying to convince wherever he was in Africa.
He was,
So
in Africa,
I think he was in South Africa, where he was convincing people that they didn't want any gays in South America at all. Like they were looking to just.
Well, it was pretty much it was a propaganda.
It was propaganda
it was
against the gay,
kind of a propaganda
against gays,
session, but it was being led by a preacher.
A preacher,
and
yeah.
everybody was like listening to this preacher and just buying into all this bullshit he was
yeah.
saying. He was talking about the basic thing that he was saying is you do not want homosexuals in this country because the homosexuals eat each other's poo-poo.
Yeah, they eat.
And he had X-rays to prove it.
Poo-poo. Yeah,
He had X-rays like it's a scientific fact that every homosexual does this, and we were just kind of like, Jesus.
He saved videos and pictures from all the perverted websites he goes to.
Yeah.
Which you're like, well, really, man? You're taking it that far? Wow.
Like it wasn't even two men. It was probably that was from some fetish site. Where it was
I know. I can't even get into that fetish site.
I know.
Where'd you pull all that shit from? Eat the poo-poo.
So we got that we're going to talk about. There's some other things in that podcast that I can't remember what we talked about, but it'll be there.
Yeah.
But it'll be in there. Anyway, are you ready?
Man, I was fucking born ready.
I'm ready too,
I was
man.
built ready.
I was built ready. All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready. You're ready.
Wait, hold on. I got this email page up right here. I'm ready. You ready? Let's do it! Look at this. Lovely email. Just spilling all over the room. I can't contain myself.
Okay, look, it's Ghosty. He was buried underneath all the goddamn.
I was wondering where he was.
Look at that guy.
Ghosty, so man, look at him. He's like, I couldn't come in. You know, he did a good job playing that guitar, and he did
that's
well,
right.
though. He was on cue.
He's kind of fucked up too, man. Yeah,
I think he just came in from Africa. Tried to barbecue his ass over there.
Shit.
Tried to cook him.
They told him, we're going to lay you out. You're going to be under the sun. Hey,
man.
You're going to be missing your head, though.
Hey, are you ready for Spill.com?
Fuck it. I was built ready for Spill.com.
Okay, you ready? Let's do this. Okay, go. We just playing. You ain't got to start playing. I'm just kidding.
That shit is around the corner. Can you believe it? After all this time of talking
it's
about
just
it.
about here, man.
We've been talking about this thing for 20 years.
I'm happy too, man,
it
because
is finally coming, and I guarantee you, by the time this show ends, Spill.com will be over.
It'll be over, yeah.
It'll be here and gone.
We'll be ready to start Spill.com when this is done.
I know.
No, we got some cool things happening, man.
Yeah.
Getting messages from a lot of people who are coming in.
Oh, yeah. I got some today, actually. I got a lot of text and stuff from people I know who are getting ready to come in.
Like who?
Well, the guys from the Madness Hour are getting ready to come. So they're excited. They're coming
get their
in from
tickets
El
already?
Paso. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, they got their tickets and everything. Wayne is going to be coming in no time. Nick's coming in.
Oh, Nick's coming in next week. Yeah, we got a lot of people coming in. We got the entries, some entries for films already.
Oh yeah, one of the guys. I think it was the guy who was doing the puppets.
Mm-hmm.
He says he's trying really quick to finish up what he has, and he says if he doesn't, that he's going to turn it in anyway. But
he should turn it in anyway.
Okay.
What's that guy's name?
I can't remember his name.
I emailed him personally and said,
yeah,
I really like what I see. Now people don't think, because I know people are like, oh, well, we know who the winner is going to be now.
Yeah.
No. We have a lot of entries coming in. I want to encourage people who put hard work into it,
right,
to just get them in. I don't want to turn anybody down who's been. I'm trying to get these in on the 20th. Now, here's the deal. I want your entries in on the 20th. I already know some people who are going to hit that day and turn them in. I want these entries in on the 20th, and it's because, man, after the 20th, it's just going to be hard to kind of sit down and watch them all. I don't want to be caught off guard just by putting them on. And we have to edit those into a nice segment for the ceremony or the screening.
Right.
So I'm trying to get everybody to get them in so that I can actually put them on a reel hard drive or reel or something like that. Yeah. And I will try not to turn anything down if it's turned in after the 20th. But after the 20th, I can't guarantee anything necessarily because, and I'll try to show it at the ceremony even if it gets turned in late.
Right.
But it's just going to be hard to try to get them in if they're turned in at the last minute. But really don't.
Yeah. Well, we have that deadline for a reason. It's not to be a dick. It's just because we have to edit all those. We have to watch them all, and we have to make sure that they're all going to look nice, presented well.
Exactly.
So it takes a lot of work to do that.
If you're running behind, don't be afraid to turn in either what you have, or don't be afraid to turn in late. But after it's late, there's just no guarantees. The 20th is sort of a point where I can guarantee that it will be on the reel that we have and will be shown at the Alamo Draft House on that Saturday. But don't let me discourage you. I really don't want that hard work to be for nothing. So turn them in anyway when you can.
Yeah.
All right. So I got that out the way. And as far as everything else, ticket selling all right. And we got all our plans laid out for all the events that are happening. On Friday, it should be pretty cool. We're going to have the Rooster Teeth guys. And we'll also have... What else will we have? We'll have Dale do all the Funky Homo Sapien on the panel, and we'll also do a welcoming to all the people at the festival, whoever's attending the panel. That panel's going to be held at GSD&M.
Oh, really?
The advertising agent here in town.
Oh, really? No shit.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's going to be there. That's like on West 6th Street, but we'll have little maps and guides.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you going to have like a schedule?
Yeah, I'll have a schedule printed out. Yeah. And so when people come to GSD&M or when they go pick up their tickets at Will Call, you'll be able to pick up your schedule there and plan out what you're going to go to over the weekend.
Because I think I need a schedule because I'm like, I don't even know where the fuck I'm supposed to be, but
I need a schedule.
I'm going to be somewhere.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people are asking, is there anything that they can go to if they don't have a ticket? And the answer is yes. You can actually go to the panel on Friday if you don't have a ticket. I mean, if it gets filled up, that's just what happens. But it doesn't cost you anything. You'll have to have a ticket to get into the after party that night. However, on that Saturday, you won't have to have a ticket to do the animation panel. The behind-the-scenes panel that we're going to have. That'll take you to the animation workshop that we're going to do.
Okay.
That's no cost. Anybody can come to that.
Cool.
You will have to have a ticket to go to the film festival, and you will have to have a ticket to go to the after party that night. And Sunday, you will not need a ticket to go to the LEOG, the League of Extremely Ordinary Gentlemen. There. You won't have to have a ticket to go to their event, which is going to be a movie trivia event held at the Independent.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
And then you won't have to have a ticket to go to the after party.
Awesome.
Cool. Everything will just be to capacity. I think everybody will be fine.
Yeah.
But cool. I think Saturday night is going to be the biggest day and the busiest day. And chances are, Sunday, the after party could be kind of... It's a smaller place, so that could be kind of filled to capacity, that thing. I mean, but that live art show and the DJs and everything that we have is going to be fun.
Well, I think Thursday, some people are going to fly in early, so they were talking about, like, getting together with us and having, like, a little dinner or something small. So...
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah, if we can.
I mean, you guys are more than welcome.
I know they already got it all set up and everything, but yeah, we're invited to go. Blah, 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 blah. We're invited to go see them and hang out.
And I'll probably come and show up for a little bit. I think Thursday is going to be.
It's going to be crazy. Yeah, it is going to be crazy. So.
But it's just around the corner. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
I'm trying to get my fucking shutdown schedule for myself because I'm like actually like. Today I woke up at 6 a.m. just to get ready for this whole festival thing because I normally sleep until about 2 or 3.
Oh yeah,
so I can't be doing that shit during the festival.
I don't plan on sleeping for a lot of things.
I know. I kind of told myself that too. Like the 3 days we're gonna have just fucking just coast throughout the whole thing and see what happens.
And I planned it out to have stuff like
we'll pass out during one of the panels.
Yeah, I want to go to the LEOG thing. I might. Last year I wanted to go.
Yeah. Oh, you should have, man.
And I know it was a lot of fun. I wanted to go, and I went home and fell asleep.
Yeah.
I had to like.
Oh no, I figured. Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to get some rest and go to what they have on that Sunday.
All right.
I hope.
I'll be there. Yeah, but I plan on being at everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I won't have to drive the co-host mobile around too much. But yeah.
Hey man, I got a proposition for you.
Oh yeah. You were gonna tell me.
I was gonna ask you if you would. How would you feel about doing this in front of a live audience about once a month?
I will not suck any dicks in front of a live audience ever. All right, Sammy.
Oh, we got somebody back here. We got to introduce.
He's looking at me like, what do they make you do, right?
Yeah, I know. What about licking ass? Are you opposed to that? No. What would you think about? The reason why I asked this tonight. One of the things I was doing in my running around tonight,
Okay.
There's a real nice bar in town, upscale. It's not even, I don't even know if you call it a bar. It's like one of these new, how would you describe it? It's sort of a hipster place, but it's cool. They sell, it's kind of a tapas bar, not topless bar, but tapas bar. They like cheese and bread and all that kind of stuff. It's a wine bar. They serve a selected amount of beers, and they sell real nice furniture too. It's called Aviary. You would just have to see the place, and they have a projector in there for it is, believe me, and they have DJs in every Wednesday. It is one of these new hip kind of try something new places.
Okay, but they sell furniture.
They sell like really expensive hip furniture. Yeah, it's not a whole lot. It's not like you walk. Okay. No, it's not like like Shecky's sofa warehouse.
Are you telling me Lax is like selling beer now?
I was wondering if you like at Sofa King. You
what? Okay, I'm still trying to follow you here.
Haverty's makes it home. No. This place is a lounge.
Okay. It's kind of like a speakeasy type?
No, not speakeasy. This is, like I said, it's kind of an upscale lounge. Like I say, it's where people with money go to, but it's also a hangout.
Okay.
It's also a nice hangout. Anyway, what I'm leading to, God damn it, is that.
I was about to say, where's this going?
How would you feel about doing a live, let's do this about once a month in front of people, like on a Monday night?
Holy shit. On a Monday night in front of people?
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I'm not talking, it's not as big a place as you think it is.
Okay.
It's not huge.
Okay.
We could fit probably like about. Like for people, look, first of all, we did this. Nobody be coming in at first. You and I just be sitting there recording the show like nothing else. And like, hey, you know what? We're just recording.
Okay.
But you know me, I'm all about trying different things.
I know you are. Yeah, I know you are.
You always got to try something new to keep growing.
That's true.
And the owner of this store, we've been trying to figure out how to do something at that store. Because he said, one night I came in for somebody's party, and I brought in a bunch of movies that this guy liked. And he's like, man, you got like a really unique taste in film. I never heard of these films. They're crazy. He's like, I would love to have you come in and do something on a certain night. And I was like, well, let's talk about it. And I said, let me think about the ideal thing to do. And I've always wanted to kind of try this out live in front of people because I think that's, look, you do something for a while, you figure out how to expand.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it live in front of people all the time because I like those moments where just you and I hanging out.
Right. Right.
But I thought like if once a month we came out and did like the show live in front of people.
All right.
I would be. I'm asking you because I don't want to do it if you don't like it.
No. Yeah. I mean, how long would it be?
Man, well, fuck, how long, whatever. How long, wherever we go.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like.
They'll probably tell us to leave around midnight or 1.
Right.
So we started like at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we just kept going.
Okay.
And we just fucked with people when they came in. Like people don't understand. Like we tell them, like, hey, sit down and join us. Like, get the fuck out.
Okay.
Look, man, the guy is real hip to it. He's like, he's like,
I can try. Hey, I'll try it out.
Let's try it out. If it doesn't work,
if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
We fucking quit.
I know. Because the thing is that doing a show like this, it's gonna take some work. As far as I think, we need to have like an agenda.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we can't. No, I hate to waste anyone's time just like going up there and just talking.
No, when we come here and we do this, we just hang out and we just talk and shoot the shit, and that's cool. But like, if we were in front of an audience, that's why I want to try it out. Look, man, my whole deal. Let me tell you what I would like to do. I myself am not afraid of change. I like to try things out, and if I fail, you've seen me fail like a few times in my life. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Would either stop it or do something different. Right. Or we can figure out what we could do. Okay. I would like for this to be something that we could do in front of an audience at some point. Yeah. Because I would like to do something to where we can actually probably draw a crowd, and at some point maybe this will be another way of revenue or something. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, but if nothing else, it's just changing up the game. Right. Right. And so I thought, like, while the opportunity is there to do it in a place that is relatively small, not huge, and a guy's open to it. Okay. Doesn't matter what we do, and we also have a projector that we can show clips and whatnot. And see how people respond. I thought, like, why not try?
That could be cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I only think as far as just I'm all about presentation.
Yes.
I'm not.
And I like that about you.
I'm not so much about me just going up there and just talking. If we have, because that's the thing. I mean, we're gonna have an audience, and people are gonna judge us from the get go. I look at it as like open mic. Like if you're bad, people are gonna let you know. And we can talk shit all we want, but people are gonna let you know. And then to me, you know what? That scares me. I mean, comedians have the hardest fucking job in the world. How they do that, I'm always amazed by, and I respect it.
Well, that's why I like doing this, because
right.
like I don't like comedians who get up and tell jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I like comedians who tell stories,
right.
who are just casual with the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, like, you know what? This would be a good way to expand what we do.
Mm-hmm.
Probably give away some things,
Mm-hmm.
include an audience, and see how we feed off of an audience.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not something.
I mean, we've done shit in front of an audience.
Yeah.
Like a billion times. I mean,
yeah, and I thought like it'd be cool
a
to try
good
that.
part of the show. I mean, well, I got it more than you did, but you did during the real deal. But yeah, I mean, we were in front of like
You guys
people.
were in a room
Yeah,
where
we
you
were
were
in
in
a
front of
room
people
where
all
we
the
had
time.
like a whole packed room of people.
Yeah.
So I'm used to that. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'd be down for doing it. Like I said, yeah, we'll give it a shot. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah.
You know what? It's funny. That's my attitude. Fuck it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, no, that's.
In fact, we're gonna change the show.
Yeah,
Let's be the name of our show.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. Come see Fuck It.
Yeah.
Live.
That should be live.
Fuck it.
Live. Fuck it. What? What kind of show is that?
Now here's my question to you, co-host.
Mm-hmm.
We have gone on for about an hour right now. You know,
Okay.
I could keep going, man, but I got something
Oh,
to
I
do
know
pretty
I
soon.
can, yeah.
Do you want to maybe continue this in a second part later? Or do
If
have
you
something?
want, yeah.
I'm thinking maybe I might have to go out because people, this is the thing. I'm, again, so sorry for all the delays and everything we've had, and sorry for the short shows, but you know, life's been all up in my ass right now.
Dude, it's crunch time right now.
It
We
is
got a lot
crazy.
of shit going on, and that Spill.com con is around the fucking corner already.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. And yeah, you need to.
And I got to go out and promote that
you gotta
shit.
promote
That's
it
what
like
I got to do
crazy.
tonight. I got to go
Yeah.
out and do some promotion for it. Got to do some meetings tonight even. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I was saying, it's not the con itself that's coming up that I hate. I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beginning to hate all this preparation. I'm beginning to think like I never should have started this because it's so much work. And I knew it was going to be that much work. And I'll be happy when it comes through. But it's like, fuck. So I'm thinking, my point is.
Yes.
I'm thinking we go on for a little bit longer, just a little bit.
All
and,
right.
then we stop.
All right.
And then we continue this tomorrow.
Just let me know, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's when we do our battle cry again. You know, when we do the second part. This would be one of those hour intros that we had.
That's right. I forgot all about that. We didn't even do our intro.
I don't give a fuck.
Too busy talking about all our fucking
Spilling
personal,
like personal lives on all.
Yeah.
You know what? I know by Friday that shit's gonna come back to haunt me. It's like
And hunt all of us.
all of the fucking man. I don't care. People,
the fuck is wrong
people
with
need
you
to know
guys?
this shit. You know, I don't think.
No.
don't
You know
think
what? I knew this was going to happen. I mean,
yeah.
Not even to say that
We
in a
won't
bad
talk
way.
too much.
I think, yeah. I mean,
Samuel, this is the first time like usually we bullshit. This is the first time we actually opened up and talked about all the other people that we've had. One of my best friends is in town. Samuel,
yeah.
you've been
You got a
sitting all
mic
the
right
time.
there.
Get on, you know what? We getting ready to get out of here pretty soon. So get on the
Yeah.
mics. Speaking of which, we had an audience right now. Samuel the Camel.
That's right.
Hello.
Sammy goes back to the real deal
Real
days.
deal
too,
days,
as far
man.
as hanging out. He's one of those guys who's hanging out, watching me act like an idiot.
Samuel is I can say my first Puerto Rican friend. Samuel, pull up the mic.
Your first brown. I thought, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just take this.
Yeah. You can just hold it.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Samuel,
Glad to be here.
Samuel's the guy that I talked about who's that big motherfucker that got Mike Tyson syndrome.
Mike Tyson
Because
syndrome.
you a big motherfucker, and yeah, I would man, when you and I used to hang out in the day, I would talk shit to people because I knew you had my back. You know, when I say you had my back, you're like you would just stand behind me, and people be like, I ain't fucking with this dude.
Yeah.
You made me feel like a man. Like I remember one night we were we went to go see a show. It was Moby.
Moby, yeah.
We went to go see Moby, and there was this dude. Man, somebody just. Somebody getting out of hand.
Oh,
Somebody just
shit.
getting out of hand in the audience, and he was just going crazy listening
So
to music.
that one motherfucker.
That one
Me.
troublemaker motherfucker, and he was like he was bumping into everybody, including these girls. And you know me, since I had Sammy behind me, I went to the dude and was like, "Hey man, you need to stop that." He tried to look at me, and he was like, "Hey, who you talking to?" He looked behind me, and Sammy was like, yes, you need to quit. And because Samuel was behind me, the guy was like, he looked at Samuel like, okay, man, you got it. But I was up to like I had done the work. Like, yeah, you better stop.
You guys are like those two dogs.
Yeah, I was in the Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
Hey, Spike, what do you want to do, Spike? Hey, Spike, hey, shut up.
Shut up.
No, Sammy's a big motherfucker. See, the reason why I say you got Mike Tyson syndrome because you got that soft voice, but you got that intimidating body.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
You're like a brick wall.
Yeah, you like Thing. You better looking Thing from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, you are like a Puerto Rican version of the guy who played Kingpin.
Michael Chiklis.
The guy who played Kingpin.
The black dude.
Yeah.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan,
there you go.
Probably not that big.
Not exactly that big, but
close.
But close enough. Hey, close enough to where when I go out with you, I know only reason. See that night we have Moby. The only reason why I said something that dude is because I knew you would be behind me and be like, yes, you need to. Oh, I thought we stopped. Yes, you need to settle down. And you got that soft voice too. It's just kind of like you don't need to scream. I've never seen you mad, and don't ever want to see you mad.
No, I don't. Neither do I.
Yeah, I guess it comes few and far between.
I've only seen you mad one time, and your ex-wife. I saw you one night. You grabbed your ex-wife and you said, "Coño." And I was like, I don't know what the fuck "coño" means, but I hope that motherfucker never says it to me.
Don't mean I love you.
Or if it does, that's some tough love right there. But how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Glad to be back in Austin.
Oh yeah, this is one of the dudes that I love, man. Co-host is all right. I like him, but
yeah,
he's
I don't
a
need
robot.
you to love me, you fruit.
No, I'll give you that different kind of love, But Samuel moved out of town for a little while. Where'd you go? You went to Florida.
I went to Florida, Orlando, St. Petersburg.
Yeah, and him and I used to be running buddies back in the day, man. We would hang out like almost every other night, and you moved, and I was like, damn, Sam, you come back to visit every now and then. Like, man, it'd be really nice if you just came back into town, and you finally came back into town. You're
back
here.
into town.
That's right. You're back, so yeah, you and Corey will be hanging out a whole lot more now.
Yeah, we started
Expect
yesterday.
that phone to be ringing every day.
The moment he got back into town,
You got free time?
the moment we got back, it was just like the old days. I took him to a show. We went to go see the LCD sound system. I took him to a show, and we hung out and got drunk and all, in a matter of an hour. By the way,
Pretty much.
I gotta go back to work. Thanks a lot for hanging
we had
out.
to record because we had just seen the Karate Kid.
Oh yeah.
And Leon and Cyrus were waiting to record. So, but Leon, the Karate Kid started an hour earlier than the movie that Leon went to go see.
Right.
So we had an hour just to go and watch this show. So we went to a concert and got him messed up
fucked
in
up,
a matter of an hour and came back and did the review. And it was like only with Samuel in town when this shit happened, man. I remember I remember how I became friends with Samuel because I remember walking out the theater and Samuel was like, "Hey, yo, come here." And I was like, "Yes, sir. Can I help you?"
That's right.
And he stood talking to me, and I was just like,
Isn't it always scary? But you were a fan of the show, right? Before you
Not
met
really,
Corey.
no.
Oh no.
no, he
Okay.
was at a screening that at the time. I was hosting the screening. It was,
really?
Yeah, I was like
Okay.
I was doing what High does.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Samuel was there, and Samuel just was hanging out, and he just, I had to take questions from people, and Samuel's one of those people who never went away, and I was scared to tell him to go away, so we just started hanging out. And that night, Samuel saw me do some foul shit too. Sammy and I, we went to afterwards. I was like, he wasn't leaving, so I said, "You want to go get something to drink?" And so he's like, "Yeah, let's go get something to drink." And so we went to Waterloo Brewery. You remember Waterloo?
Oh yeah. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
I
my
missed that
favorite place.
Yeah, we missed that place,
Yeah,
man.
that place is badass.
So we commenced to drinking. I got a little drunk, and he saw me take this fat chick home.
That was the only time he. Well, guess what?
I was just like,
That shit didn't stop.
I was like, Samuel, you never saw that.
It became tradition.
Yeah, it became that 1 year
Yeah.
thing. It's like it's the annual take a fat chick home night.
You trying to pull a Jedi mind trick on him?
You never saw this.
This isn't the fat girl that you.
This girl's
you think
hot.
this?
Yeah,
This girl is hot.
this girl is fine as hell.
This girl is fine as hell.
Taking home fucking Angelina Jolie. No, you're not.
Thing is, it didn't work. He's too big. He can't get drunk.
Like
fast
5
enough.
Angelina
It's like
Jolies.
the Force, the Jedi tricks don't work on me.
Yeah, the force is gravity on your ass when you in bed because you ain't getting off of that.
So you were going to a lot of the screenings then? Is that how?
I was going to the movies a lot, screenings, pretty much watching a lot of movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you found out that Corey did a show, and then is that how you?
Well, we became
No,
friends.
no.
Well, you guys were friends for a long
Like
time.
I was just talking to him, we became friends, and then I found out later that he did a show, and then I realized that I had seen the show, kind of like
Oh,
channel
just by
surfing.
flipping through it, yeah.
See, that's a funny thing. Like, I never told people that I did a show.
Right.
I just hang out, and I, like today, I never tell people when they say, "What do
What
you
we
do?"
do,
I never
right.
say, it just seems like bragging. So I just never say anything. So.
I tell them I don't do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I tell when people ask me what I do,
Yeah.
I'll just like not a goddamn thing.
I'm a fucking bum.
Hey, what do you
Those
do?
movements.
I tell people, I say I
Yeah.
jack off
Yeah.
all day long.
I glaze my computer.
But Samuel, like, he found out we did the show, and he's like, "That's you." Yeah.
That's right. And then you started hanging, because that's the only time I knew you. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't know how you guys originally met, but I'd
What was the
seen you a
movie?
bunch of times.
I think it was Ed TV.
Ed TV. That was it.
Wow. Fuck.
But
That was a while back.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Ed
it
TV.
was.
Yeah, it was Ed TV. We were watching Ed TV, and we started talking. And that night after we hung out, I didn't think he was gonna call me back because it was one of those things where it's like, hey, well, let's hang out again.
Mm-hmm.
And you give a person your number, and he gave me his number, and it was like, cool. So
You guys became quick lovers.
Yeah.
Yes. Very.
It was
a nice passion.
it was like.
You sound so excited about that.
I know it was nice and passion. It was like prison rape without the prison. Like he followed me home.
It was just a rape.
Came into my bedroom. I took a shower. He walked in. Samuel, what are you doing here?
You like movies just like I do. Nice.
But anyway, man, now before we get out of here and continue this, because I really do want to do another segment tomorrow.
I'm down.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. So what we're gonna do is, man, people have sent us some cool videos. And one of the videos that you've heard it, I haven't. Somebody sent this to both of us. It's eat the poo poo.
Yes.
What
Oh my
the
god.
fuck is?
Dude, this is some crazy shit going on in Africa. This deals with some priest.
Okay, that's all you gotta say.
Yeah,
Some crazy
trying to
shit going on in Africa.
explain to people like the love-making acts of homosexuals
Jesus Christ! You know what?
and why he doesn't want to have his country to have anything to do with it.
This is why
Period.
I don't want to go to Africa right now. And I have a sister-in-law from Zimbabwe. Samuel, I think you met her before.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, she's cool. She's cool, but
Yeah.
I think even she was doing some crazy shit at one time. But in
Was
Africa,
she eating the poo poo?
she eat
What are you
the
telling
poo-poo.
us?
Yeah, she ate the poo poo.
She swim in the poo poo, eat the poo poo.
Man, in Africa, they still do shit like, look, first of all, I know I'm black and I'm supposed to have pride in Africa, but fuck Africa. I'm not. Even when you go, there's like white people, you think they'd have sense. White Africans go crazy when they go there. All that shit in South Africa where the white people are crazy.
Dude.
Africa, it's not a race thing.
Yeah.
When you go to Africa, you are fucking crazy, all right?
After seeing Hotel Rwanda, I said, fuck
that.
Africa with a capital F. I was like, we need to bomb that place because that is pure hell on earth right now.
Africa, they got warlords.
Yeah.
They got AIDS. Motherfuckers still believe in witchcraft and magic. White people are crazy there.
No chicken is safe.
No fucking chicken or anything. Lions be like, you think we crazy?
Fucking lions.
Lions be like, we the most sane motherfuckers here.
You know, it's been a long time since you heard anything going on in the lion community.
No, exactly.
I think they all moved to Alaska. I don't know what the fuck happened to them.
Lions be like, fuck it, we gonna go.
They
with-
migrated. Yeah.
I know, we
Black people is crazy.
shit, we getting ready. We moving in with the Eskimos. Fuck this shit over here in Africa.
No, there's a lot of crazy shit, a lot of atrocities going on still in Africa, and
Genocide,
it's
all
scary. Yeah,
genocide.
still going on. Yeah,
Famine
The
in
US
some
said
parts.
that would never happen again, but it happens again.
It happens.
yeah,
Oh
and
my
again.
God,
Yeah,
man!
yeah.
It's like what the God just has a hard on for Africa, man. He's just like fuck this place.
It's fucking scary.
He's like, I'm gonna give you motherfuckers every problem that can be possible. You gonna have it here.
We need to fucking ship them some movie theaters so that they
Something,
can, they
man.
can have something to be
See if they can watch
distracted
some
by.
I mean,
movies.
even North
give
Africa.
everyone somebody a fucking LCD fucking 40-inch screen, some cable in that bitch.
I mean, think about
Some
the
kind bud.
all that shit, man. Think about the Middle East.
yeah, no shit, dude.
Fucking crazy
No,
over
I
there,
don't
man.
get- well, watch this video, dude, because it gets crazier.
Let me see this mic right
Look
here,
what-
Samuel. Let me go ahead and check out what's going on here.
What
And-
they're
and-
preaching in this motherfucker.
up in this bitch.
Yeah.
What you tell Samuel? Get ready for this. Put your seatbelt on, Samuel. You ain't prepared for this shit.
Yeah.
For eating the poo poo. I haven't been. By the way, I have not
You
seen
haven't
this
seen
at all,
it,
so
right?
I don't
Yeah.
know what this is, but I
Oh,
know
dude.
already. When you just said Africa, it's gonna be crazy. We're starting now. Hold
Here
on.
we go.
See, even African videos take that time to start. I'm
They
on
imported
YouTube.
from Africa.
This must be YouTube
Good
Africa.
morning, everyone. My name is Pastor.
Oh wait a minute, let this shit catch up. Motherfucker already look crazy, man. Hey, look, I'm looking at this preacher right now. He kind of looks like Q-Tip from A Trial Called Quest.
He said he's going to be at the party, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be performing at Spill.com. He's gonna. I'd like to introduce my band, Eat the Poo Poo. Let me see if this shit is ready. In concert live, Eat the Poo Poo live. All right, I think this shit is kind of fed in a little bit. Let's look at this. Now, what'd you say? This is about he's talking about homosexuality in Africa.
Uh-huh.
And by the way, got all his fucking information wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pastor Dr. Martin Semper. I'm here in the capacity as the chairman of the National Task Force Against Homosexuality in Uganda. We are making legislation to make sure that sodomy and homosexuality never sees the light of legality in this land of the Pearl of Africa.
God damn, he's serious with this shit too. I mean, you know how some people like Republicans here, they'd be like, well, you know, we just don't want it out in the open. What they do is what they do. We just don't like it personally. He's kind of like, we will cut those motherfuckers up we will pull a machete out of your own homosexuals at any point.
Homosexuals machetes ready. Ready. Time to cut something.
We got our homochetes ready to cut these homosexuals up over. If you ever put your dick in another man.
I've taken time to do a little research to know what homosexuals do in the privacy of their bedroom. One of the things they do is called anal leaking, where they...
What?
Anal leaking.
Oh, I thought he said...
Anal leaking.
I thought he said indoor hiking. It's the indoor hiking.
No, I had to.
A man's anus is leaked like this by the...
You're doing a good job demonstrating that.
And then what happens, even poo-poo comes out. The other poo-poo's out, and then they eat the poo-poo. What they do is they have a sex practice called fisting, where they...
Fisting.
Wait, is that Windows has that, right?
Yeah.
I think my Windows came with that.
It's a upgrade they made to Windows.
Yeah. Fisting 2.0.
Yeah.
No, man. Okay, first of all, he's making the motions like he knows exactly how it's done.
Oh, Corey, but he did research. Now I don't know what fucked up website he went to. I think he was looking at 2 girls in 1 cup.
Are you sure it's a website? I think this motherfucker did some research on his own. Show me how you eat the poo poo.
Yeah, well, I liked how he demonstrated with his lips. He's like, "What's the lick? The anus."
You know what? This motherfucker was underneath. I get the impression that he was underneath somebody's ass himself, eating shit like he was under like an ice cream machine at Dairy Queen. You know?
I didn't trust him because he's a doctor.
This is such craziness, man. The homophobia and how people feed into this shit and how they just spread these lies. And by the way, it goes back again to what I'm saying about people who are homophobic, especially men who talk about it. They never mention like lesbian acts. It always goes to what men do.
What the guys are doing,
what the fucking guys are doing.
That's the most disturbing, I guess. As far as a woman is concerned, no, a woman's body is beautiful. It's more telling and more disturbing when you hear 2 guys, I guess, like doing what they do. Because I mean, if you look at the audience in this video,
it's all men.
I mean, it's all guys. And they are all fucking just shot.
But I'm just saying, look, if it's like this. Look, I know people use that excuse all the time. A woman's body is beautiful. Okay, you know what people say then? It's like, okay, I don't mind 2 women being together as long as they're hot.
I don't.
When you get 2 girls together who are not so hot, then all of a sudden it's wrong. Yeah. It's like, quit the fucking double standard, all right? It's like if God hates homosexuality, he doesn't like 2 people of the same gender to be together, then like make it even, okay? It's like I'm not a homophobe. I'm all for men being together. They love each other, but fuck it. I'm not gonna.
You know what? They shouldn't even be having these kind of fucking conversations about this shit because I mean it's fucked up, man. It's wrong, honestly. I mean, hey, what people choose to do with who they want on their own time and their own privacy, that's their fucking business.
Their fucking business.
Mind your own fucking business.
And by the
people.
way, I like the way he says all men do this. Like.
Oh no, it's like a fact. I mean,
it's like all gay men shit into each other's mouths.
He makes it like this is a fact. This is proof. We've done research. We have research to back it up. this is what's going on, and we don't want this.
And first of all,
shit here, literally.
Have you ever thought like shitting in somebody's mouth is not exactly a gay thing? When I first met Samuel over here, we shit each other's faces, mouth all the time. We never had sex, but we used to shit on each other. No, here's the deal, co-host. Now you remember this. I'm not gonna name any names.
Okay.
But I love the way they like to say man do all kind of things because when men have sex, we immediately think it's anal.
Mm-hmm.
Some gay men don't even like anal. First of all, but here's another thing. Not straight people have anal sex. And furthermore,
they do.
And furthermore, now I don't want to say any names, but do you remember a conversation that we had with a girl? You and I looked at each other like this is the craziest fucking thing we've heard. We were at a bar with this girl.
You didn't remind me, but yes.
And she turned around, looked at us, and she was open with us. I don't know how many beers she had, but she's like, "Yeah, when I was with my boyfriend, he asked me to shit on him, and I did."
Yeah.
And we went out like
I looked at you.
We're like, well, I don't know if we want to be here and hear this right now.
And she was standing up, telling the whole room.
She was talking loud, and we were looking at each other like, the fuck? We just met her.
I know, right?
She didn't shit on us.
We don't like to be shit on.
Yeah, I know. I got peed on by accident one.
No shit for me.
You remember when she described it? She's like, oh yeah. You know, I remember I got performance anxiety, and I could only get out a couple of balls, and I was like, oh my God.
She went into detail, and you know, she talked so casually about it, like, No, she talked so. The crazy thing is, she was so casual about it. It was like her and her boyfriend were just bored. Yeah, and they're just like, we were just looking. She said we just looked on the internet, and we saw this thing where people were shitting on each other, and we're like, hey, let's try it out. And
we were just like. So eating the poo-poo is not just a gay thing.
Yeah, very proud of you.
I know. I was like, Jesus Christ.
But yes, back to the poo-poo eating because they put the poo-poo.
Yeah, it's just like shitting on people is normal. Yeah. I did a bit. There's no need to have anxiety about it. Just let it flow.
Insert their hand into the other man's hand, and it goes into the anus all the way. And it is so painful. They have to take drugs, but they enjoy it.
So now homosexuals are drug addicts who love sticking fisting,
love it,
fists inside of each other and shitting on each other. Again, fisting is something that is done between straight people too. Sometimes women do it to men. Not all normally all the time.
I don't want to say that. But
I'm not saying you have to see it. But there's certain acts that go on. Like everything they're describing here is nothing that's just.
I have the internet. Yeah, I know
exactly. You know, you've seen German porn before. You know how it goes. What he's describing here is not homosexuality. This is called Germany.
I know. That's what I was like. I'm wondering what kind of research he was doing on his fucking computer. He's like, what is this?
Please step out. This is a parental guidance moment. Hey, that child can be moved out.
Oh, now he's putting a rating on his.
That child look gay. Get him out the room.
Yeah,
and cut his dick off.
This part of the show is rated NC-17.
Castrate that boy, so he can no longer fuck me in.
Yeah. Get this small child out of here.
By the way, this is the same. This is the same continent. Mm-hmm. In certain parts of this continent, certain countries in this continent, where they believe that mutilating women's genitalia does certain things. They believe that like taking the bones of certain endangered species helps potency.
Right.
You know, it's fucked up everything. So you can't. It's Jesus fucking Christ. Africa. Goddamn, what's going on with the
ass backwards over there.
This is what they do. Number one, you can see a man here.
This dude brought pictures. He brought X-rays.
I'm telling you, man.
Now, look, you're talking about his research, but he got thorough with this shit. Now, if you notice, notice my penis going up into this fan here.
Hold on, I have to put in my login. Hold on.
Exactly, the other person's rectum.
Rectum?
This person is poo-pooing, and this one is eating the poo-poo all over the place. Huh? Tell me, when you have a law against homosexuality, do you say except eating poo-poo? Hey, I mean, look at this.
He should be doing this with puppets.
I know.
He should be doing this with Elmo. I eat the poo-poo. The poop. How come does he not know the word fecal matter or feces?
No, he lives in Africa.
He has to say poo-poo. He's very clinical. Poo-poo. The poo-poo.
Look at the tiger poo-poo.
Hello, Elmo. Do you eat the poo-poo? I eat the poo-poo. Poo-poo God!
That's a Sesame Street episode I want to see.
Elmo is racist and eats poo-poo. I eat the poo-poo niggers.
Sincerely. Bishop. Staggerfulizer.
I love that. I don't know what he just said, but he's like Staggerfulizer. He basically took the computer he had, showed the friend of his who's right next to him, and his friend had this reaction like, "Oh my god!" And the guy with the computer was like, "Staggerfulizer."
Staggerfulizer. I told you. See, Germany creeping up in there.
I wonder if that means. Can you believe that shit?
Do you say except eating poo-poo? Hey, I mean, look at this guy sincerely.
You see, Elmo's coming out. I see him in the poo-poo.
I love how he's just fucking showing everyone in that room that fucking monitor of some fucked up fucking
and
porno
like,
shit.
Like they're faintness. They're like, oh,
I know those guys. It's a whole room of buckwheats in there. Oh my god! Oh,
that computer going
the
crazy.
reactions are priceless, and I mean, it's like wow. It's like somebody saying that they're raping children and they're eating their bodies and their poo poo.
I just, you know what though? I just like how racist you guys. It's a whole room of buckwheats.
I didn't know how else to describe that.
It's a whole room of black men with eyes getting big and big greasy lips.
Yeah.
Leon was in there.
Oh, see, you gotta bring up Leon.
That fool said, "You hear that, Samuel?" You're like a whole room of buckwheats.
I don't know how else to describe it. You gotta help me.
Give me your racist descriptions.
Oh my god! I feel Sammy. I feel like somebody put boo boo on my face.
Bishop. Staggerfulizer.
Staggerfulizer. Oh, I gotta remember that word.
I want to hear songs with that sound.
Yeah.
Staggerfulizer. Eat the poo 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 poo. Eat the poo 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 poo. Huh?
Man.
We do not want this sickness. This is sick, and it's therefore deviant. We do not want it.
Yeah, because genocide is normal.
No, that's perfectly okay.
Yeah, genocide,
that never hurt nobody.
genital mutilation,
that's
witchcraft,
fine.
that's all normal.
Oh,
but
no.
this shit right here,
That's Sunday
we
picnic.
do not want this.
That's Sunday
In our
picnic compared to this.
paradise that we call the country of Africa.
I want our children with poo-poo on their faces.
Motherfucker. Jesus fucking Christ, man, what's wrong with this
They
world?
got nobody to represent, Core.
This world is a trip, co-host. Goddamn.
It is. I try to tell everybody.
They start off by touching each other's genitals and smelling each other.
Yeah. Now he's at church. Yes, now they're at church showing the congregation all the awesome fucking videos he has.
By the way, Cole said this is the Church of Buckwheat.
The church of damn. I'm sorry. I just didn't know how else.
Instead of Jesus on the cross, they got buckwheat on the cross. They got a fool in front of a congregation with a big black robe on. Now in the church, I don't know what kind of Sunday school this is. When I went to Sunday school, like we had, like I said, we talked about Jesus. You know, we talked about David and Goliath. You know, we talked about all that kind of shit. But this fool's talking about poo-poo and there's kids in the audience. He's talking about fisting and shitting in people's mouths. And I wonder if this is what
I want to go to this church now.
I think that this is what's his name? Troy's Vacation Bible School. Eat the poo-poo and eat the cookies. The Oreos.
Dick, and it's there.
Troy, pay attention.
Troy.
Oh.
They start off by touching each other's genitals and smelling each other.
like the tigers.
And smelling each other. He's describing this shit like a zoo.
I know. They're a bunch of fucking animals, those
This shit is
homosexuals.
like he's describing homosexuality like National Geographic.
Then this one smears the poo-poo all over the other person's face. As if that is not enough, he puts the hand deeper. And we want to ask Barack Obama to explain to us, is this what he wants to bring to Africa?
Why is this Barack Obama's fault?
Hey, man, he's the goddamn face of America now.
He's the goddamn face of homosexuality. This is what Barack Obama does.
Yeah.
He put the fist into his wife's ass
He goes deeper.
and smears it all over each other. And go deeper.
Fucking for Lucia.
As a human right to eat the poo-poo.
Oh my God! And a whole room full of Africans.
Jesus, man.
It's like a riot in there, dude. After that,
You know what? I hate to be this way, people. I mean,
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say this, but after he said, "And I eat the poo-poo," that is a cry.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing black people, they went crazy.
Oh yeah.
Now I know why white people are scared.
You saw a sea of people with machetes.
There was one guy. And always in Africa, they got that one guy whose eyes are just big.
Oh, I
He's ready
know.
to kill anything.
Like crazy.
Did you see that dude with
Crazy
that
eyes. Yeah,
that
dude.
one dude right there.
Yeah.
That's like. Let me see if we can go back a little bit.
As a human right to eat the poo-poo of our children.
Feel like Chewbacca. Yeah. Oh my God! All they need to do is they need to like find somebody who's like an homosexual and go up on that stage. It's very true. We do enjoy
all this.
Hi guys. Yes, it's true. We enjoy the poo poo.
Now, catch me if you can. He just runs out the back.
Yes. There's so many other things we like to do with our poo poo. Like we send each other Valentine's Day cards with poo poo in the shape of hearts.
Black men have the biggest cocks over here in Africa.
That's very true.
I'll eat your poo poo.
We love poo poo. We even do finger paintings with poo poo. Come here. Where's the nice young African boy? I'm gonna put some real tribe makeup on you.
We're gonna draw stick figures with the poo poo, as you say.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get ice cream cones and eat your fucking feces.
Young man, Troy, you mind if I put some poo poo out on your nice
Troy,
buttocks?
come here. Put that Oreo down. I got real cookies for you.
Look, kid, it's a lion on his buttocks made with poo poo.
You ever had dookie cookies before? Boy, they should. You remember?
Poo poo cookies for sale.
It does take me back to Obama cookies, man. You remember this?
They're eating Obama cookies all that.
Did you ever see that Samuel Obama cookies?
No.
Back when Obama was, I think it was it during after? It was before his inauguration.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
This dude in New York, and I've been by this dude's store before.
Yeah.
Never went in, never saw it. The dude is gone now because he just fucked up majorly. Yeah. But he made what were they called? They were called Obama cookies, but they were also called like what they call blackface cookies.
I think they were like I think they were like blackface cookies.
Let me see.
I don't think he called them Negro cookies or something.
That's what they were called.
Is that what it was? Negro cookies? Yeah. Yeah. I
Negro
think so.
cookies.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it was fucked up. Oh, yeah, in New York. Which I don't know what the fuck that guy was smoking.
Where he goes to live now?
I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was smoking, but yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah, the guy got closed down. He was in he was in the Village, man. I've been by that store, and like I said, I walked by it a few times, didn't even know that was going.
Obama cookies?
No, he wasn't serving them. I tried to get a dozen.
Nah,
of them, but they were gone.
they don't deliver.
Oh, if you don't remember Obama cookies, I got the video right here. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know what the fuck that is.
we got a guy who apparently had one too many Obama cookies. He's fucking going crazy.
Yeah, we pull up a video with some black dude who
I hate fucking around with a stick.
Yeah, right. He's not even talking at first. He's like waving a stick.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but he does have a Negro face cookie. Look at his face. That's what they were called, Negro face cookies.
Oh my god.
Let me see if I can find this video of this dude, man. It's from when we first started doing the show, too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no shit.
It was a dude who's like, he was trying to be slick. He's just kind of like, this is in celebration of Obama. They're Negro face cookies. And everybody's like, why the fuck would you make
Yeah, you should pull up the, if you can't find the video, you should pull up the picture at least so Sammy can see his fucking cookie look ridiculous.
You see these cookies right here? It was a dude who made, in celebration of Obama being elected, he made Negro face cookies. Now look at this cookie here. It's got a crazy nose, these crazy lips, and for some reason it's got bloodshot eyes.
It's the highest cookie. Yeah, it's made out of weed.
Made out of weed. Let me see if I can find the video for this. Yeah, this fool was crazy. He thought he was trying to be slick. It's like, oh no, it's Negro face cookies. That's good. Drunken Negro face cookies.
There you go. Drunken Negro face cookies.
It was drunk.
Shit, this shit.
Frankly, thought it couldn't get any better.
Oh Jesus, this is a commercial.
Yeah. Sellouts.
Yeah, Jack, damn it.
Damn.
Okay, we'll let this shit play.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
I want my time.
It's a commercial for UFC. All right, here we go. Testing. 1, 2. All right, here we go.
While much of America celebrated Barack Obama's inauguration, one Greenwich Village baker marked the occasion with this controversial cookie.
Drunken Negro face.
Drunken Negro face cookies. That's what
What's the big deal?
The owner of the well-known Lafayette French pastry shop calls his inaugural creation.
I make cookies that look like drunken Negro faces.
What's wrong with that? I don't get it.
Let me tell you something, Samuel. I've been drunk many times, and you've seen me be drunk. Have you ever seen me make that face? And I'm a Negro.
Yeah.
And a cookie.
He said to me, would you like some drunken Negro heads to go with your coffee?
He's just asking customers when they come in, would you like a drunken Negro head? Meanwhile, keep in mind, he's asking white people,
Yeah.
with your coffee. They're fresh out the oven.
Was appalled by what Kefalino said when she went into the bakery on Greenwich Street.
I didn't know what to say, and then he continued to say they're in honor of our new president.
Say you have 6 of them. Why not?
She said, I don't like Negro cookies.
I like Negroes.
They scare me.
Yeah, that's what the problem was. When I saw those black heads staring up at me,
I refuse.
I ran out the store immediately.
Where are
She
the white
jumped to the
cookies
window.
at?
And as he walked away, he then continued on to say he's following in the same path as Abraham Lincoln. He will get his.
She told
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
With cookies. Yeah, this fool, he tried to like make it sound like he was, when he got interviewed, he thought he was being slick. He was like, oh, hey, look, I'm just making a joke here. It's Negro face cookies. They're in honor of Obama. But, you know, this motherfucker was phony, man.
her friend, who then went in and says the baker used even more objectionable language.
He's calling them drunken N-word cookies, which I don't even want to say.
You're sure he used the N-word when he described those cookies?
That dude is like,
you
sure he used
well,
the N-word?
How did
when
he? What is that word? You got to help me out here.
Yeah, he's trying to get her to say it. What word are you? Needy?
What, ninja cookies?
Noodles? What is this? I don't understand.
Just say it.
What he said to me. He said, these cookies are in honor of our new president, who will get what's coming to him, just like Lincoln.
It's two people who have already said this, like, this dude's ain't gonna get it like Lincoln. You know, why don't he make some Abraham Lincoln cookies?
Style magazine mentioned Lafayette Bakery as a celebrity favorite. Its cakes have reportedly been used on Sex and the City and in a Spike Lee film.
What?
As for his inaugural
By the way, that Spike Lee movie is Jungle Fever.
Yeah, I know.
Where the black guy's going out with the white guy.
Yeah.
Why didn't he make some vanilla chocolate cookies?
You could have made some Oreo cookies.
Why didn't he make these are drunken Negro Oreo cookies?
The baker says,
I call them drunken Negro heads. What's the problem with that?
He does say that.
Nothing, man. That's what you just be like, you know what, man, if you don't know by now, that's no problem. When you find your store burned down tomorrow, don't ask why.
What, look at him. What else would you call them? Crazy face cookies? That don't sell.
They're brown and they look drunk. Yeah. Drunken Negro heads.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, he says he temporarily changed the name.
It was the inauguration, so I thought it would be cool to say it Obama heads.
Obama
I just changed it for the day.
He denies using the N-word or wishing for President Obama the same fate as Lincoln. He says the two women were twisting his words.
Lincoln, I think, was from Illinois, right?
Right.
Okay, so there you go. He was following the footsteps of Lincoln.
As for the
Lying motherfucker, boy. You.
Well, guess what? I heard a story today that same guy he found a new gimmick. He's making poo-poo face cookies to sell to all the homosexuals out there. Yeah,
the homosexuals, they take the cookies and put them up their ass and then shit them out and have the poo-poo cookies.
The poo-poo face cookie.
The poo-poo face cookies. They poop on each other's faces.
Ultra-balizer.
That's what they should be called. Ultra-balizer cookies.
Cookies themselves, with the exaggerated features and the objectionable name.
Don't you think it's like promoting racism?
No,
To say drunken Negro? I mean, isn't that an unflattering portrait?
drunken Negro face cookie.
It's the face that makes it.
Where did you miss where I said face?
Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
When you add face on there, it's cool.
You forgot the face part, asshole.
Singling out black people, making a cookie that has a very unflattering face on it with an unflattering name.
It's not unflattering.
It's not?
No, it's not.
Look at it.
I think it's a fun face.
He says the cookies are a caricature and a work of art. He says no one got upset about the dead geese bread he baked after the recent plane crash.
You don't think black people would like this?
This goose on a roll, man. It was only a matter of time before he was going to get shut down.
Yeah, he's
Portrayal of them on
he's
the
going
cookie
fucking crazy in that fucking bake shop.
That motherfucker got too much freedom in there. He barely got too much time on his hands.
He made some bread of like anal fisting. Sell to the kids.
I call these dead Jew cookies.
They actually, I asked people who come here on a regular basis. I got both sides of the fence.
We bought one of the cookies for $3.50, took it outside the bakery on Greenwich Avenue, and sampled opinion.
Really?
Oh, I think it's horrible. Horrible. Oh my God, I can't believe that.
People always do things that are offensive to each other, but you just gotta look at it and laugh and move on.
See, the black dudes thought it was funny, so maybe that dude is a point. All the white people are like, that's horrible, that's true, but the black dudes are like,
God.
I know, no, the world's going to, but the black dudes, he's like, hey man, that's kind of cool.
No, if they would have showed me that fucking cookie, I probably would have go, nah. Where'd I get this?
You know what you would have said? They're like buckwheat. These are buckwheat cookies.
He didn't see anything wrong with it. He doesn't think it's unflattering.
I think there's something wrong with that. I mean, to me, that's just pure racism.
There's no, it's the same poo-poo. There's not enough sugar in these cookies.
I think so.
I've heard this guy spewing just discriminatory comments a lot, actually.
The bakery owner says he's not prejudiced.
My brother-in-law, he's Cuban. So
he ain't black though.
I love niggers.
Come next week for the nigger cake.
I mean, I like everybody. As long as they buy.
It's kind of surprising right here in the village, which is so liberal, to have a drunken Negro face.
No, it's not. It's an expression.
He's adamant about it's not. I'm gonna sell these drunken Negro face cookies. There ain't shit you can do about it.
What are you trying to do?
Mission of freedom. For me, it's just a fun thing. That's all it was. And anybody who says
the cops right now to pick him up
is basically should be ashamed of themselves.
No, we think the shame belongs to him. So into our Fox 5 Hall of Shame, we induct Ted Kefalino, the owner of Lafayette French Pastry, for his tasteless cookies.
He's at home going, badass, did you see what they did?
Hey, I made it.
Yeah,
you know how long I've been trying to get on there?
That's the Hall of Shame.
Lino says it's his right to name the cookies whatever he wants to, and there's no law being broken. But his critics believe he's crossed the line between freedom of expression and blatant racism.
And baking.
What do you think? We'd love to hear your opinion.
All right, whatever.
Oh, my God.
Man, I never get enough of that. Man, I mean, we first started talking about Negro face cookies.
Shit.
That's one of the things that launched the show off. I never get enough of that. I love that.
That's crazier even like watching it now, like how insane it is to hear that guy like defend the fuck out of those cookies.
Yeah, he don't give a shit.
He's not holding back. No, he's like, no.
These cookies are good.
Yeah,
have you tasted them?
Yeah, taste this shit.
The proof is in the pudding. The nigga pudding that I made back in the back. Would you try right now? We just whipped it up.
See a black guy back there stirring the big pot. Hey, I made these cookies.
A touch of black people in every batch. Man, that fool. You know what had me laughing, Cause? You can have the mic again. I'm sorry. I mean, leave you out.
Damn
When
it.
they did a follow-up on him, like they interviewed him again, and you made a point of saying that phone was ringing off the hook when they did a follow-up. Because everybody was calling that fucking bakery the next day, like doing death threats and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He had to close his bakery down, I think.
That's right.
If I remember, that bakery was gone. Mm-hmm. And I think, man, I'm not saying the guy's probably not baking anymore. I think he might be baking in Alabama now, where people love the Negro face cookies.
He's in Arizona right now.
Yeah, he's in Arizona.
Making the Mexican cookies.
Making drunken Mexican cookies.
ID cookies.
That fool. But boy, that guy's a piece of work, man. You know, I gotta say, you know what? That guy had the balls to go on TV and stick to what he was saying.
Right.
As dumb as he was.
It's like, get it right. Drunken Negro face cookies.
You're advertising it wrong.
That fool was sticking by that shit. He's like, there's nothing wrong with this.
He reminds me of a character in the movie called Polyester. This guy who runs a porno shop, and he has protesters protesting. And when the news the news team is interviewing him, he starts listing all the show times, and he's like, I think my movies help prevent rape. And then at the end, he's like, and after 5, kids get in for free.
That's what this dude should have done.
Yeah.
You know, after 5, every black person gets these cookies for free. They'll love it then.
I know they get them free on Martin Luther King.
Meanwhile, get the bullet in the head Martin Luther King cookie for a limited time only.
He's gonna get what Abraham Lincoln got. What did Abraham Lincoln get?
Served free
get
to
the
you
same cookies?
Yeah, exactly. Order now, you get a free box of lynch rolls. This dude, hey
God.
man, I think we're gonna be back tomorrow. We did a pretty full show today, I think. But I think we'll be back tomorrow with another segment, just for nothing for an hour. We'll read some email or something.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Oh, damn, it's already over?
Man, it's already. See, Sam, you see how we just go on all night?
This is what we do. You can go forever because you're a robot.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Right. Fuck yeah, I can.
We'll go all fucking
Ask
night.
the ladies. But anyway.
All right, people.
I'm hungry, Corey.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and let you get your oil.
I want some poo-poo face cookies.
Poo-poo face cookies. The poo-poo face.
Some transistors.
Well, hey. You want to get into some...
Yeah! Rock! Gotta sing this extra long. Rock and rolling. This is the whole show. Rock!
That's my favorite part.
Still have people asking me where that song comes from.
Keep telling people where that song comes from. Not available in stores.
Not ever.
Not available for download. I tell you, that song came from a guy who just wrote that for a video game and it never got used.
Crazy motherfucker.
I shouldn't even have this, I don't think.
Yeah. Right. Don't tell anybody.
Well, we haven't been called yet.
No.
Let's see what we got here. We're going to go ahead and take an email from Soul Survivor.
There you go. Soul Survivor.
And Soul Survivor says...
I can feel the magic already happening.
Now, we haven't read any of these ahead of time, so don't be surprised.
Probably won't be no magic, but...
Yeah, don't be surprised. If we can't read some of your questions, or we get pissed off because you wrote a goddamn novel. But
sorry, which I have a gut feeling is going to happen.
I know. But Soul Survivor looked like he's starting off pretty well.
All right.
He says, I watched They Live this weekend. It was so campy and fun. Another John Carpenter movie. The Thing is almost the opposite feel. Very dark and scary. Do you think the decision to go campy is always done before the filming starts? Or could the director decide, this is so bad, I have to make it silly?
Wow. I have to ask the director about that.
I know.
I mean, I don't know. Really.
Look, there are some movies you can tell that they're bad and they did not mean to actually make it that campy.
Mm-hmm.
Name a movie that is a bad film that people love it for all the wrong reasons, probably.
Troll 2.
That director,
thought he was actually making something that was worth the shit.
That is true. What was the movie that we saw, the documentary?
The Best Worst Movie.
The Best Worst Movie. Mm-hmm. You watch that movie and you think that, oh man, these people have to know that this is that bad. Yeah. No one had a clue. Everybody thought that they were in a goddamn Academy Award winning feature.
Yeah. Until they saw it. And they were like, oh shit. You know?
And that director really, now here's the funny thing, that director showed up to some of these screenings.
Oh yeah.
And he's back there heckling the actors because the actors are like, we know them. The movie's not that good, and the director's back there. No, it's a good film.
Yeah, this is during the Q&A after the film, which is great. Which if you see the movie, if it's playing in your hometown, definitely make a trip to go see it because it's actually a great documentary. Just on a subject that I'm sure a lot of people always wondered about, these horrible films that are made. Like, what's honestly what is the director really thinking? What do the actors think after they get done with a project like that, where it's the actors come to realize, oh shit, well, hey, I was in a bad movie. Oh well, but where the director is thinking, no, this movie wasn't made to be a joke. It was made because it was a great idea. It was a great story. And, I put all my 110% in this film. And when the rest of the world decides, you just made honestly the best worst movie. It's so bad. It's fucking great.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to put it on a pedestal. We're going to have special screenings about it. And we're going to even have you to show up as a guest of honor, where the director thinks, they're doing this because I made a fucking great film. The reviews, the critics tore it apart, but you know what? Fuck them. People will finally come around to understanding that my movie is fantastic and is amazing. It's everything I knew it was.
Well, he finally got a shock though because
that's a great thing.
Well, he was kind of talking about
that's the punchline.
He's an Italian director. I can't remember his name. Yeah. Watch Best Worst Movie, and the cast of that movie, the people who. There's the guy who played the father in that movie.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Michael something. I can't remember his name.
Is that his name? Michael? Michael something. What's his name?
Yeah, Michael something. Yeah, that's his name. But yeah.
Troll 2 is a movie that was made that had nothing to do with the first Troll movie. There's a Troll 1.
Yeah.
But this movie, it was just made to kind of ride off the success of that title.
Right. Troll 2. Yeah. In Troll 2, there's not a single troll.
And that's not
it's all
troll
about goblins.
In that movie. Yeah.
It's all about goblins.
And let me see. George Hardy. His character was called Michael Waits.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
George Hardy is the actor. That guy seems to have the right idea about how that movie. They center on a lot of people, but George Hardy is the guy they really follow. This movie started to pick up, started to be recognized as this great bad movie. People would sell the theater out for with audiences coming for midnight showings. And nobody could have ever thought that this movie would have done this. First of all, people thought that they were making a legitimate movie. It was a terrible film.
Oh, yeah.
None of these people could act. And some of the people they've gone on to do other things. They're like, yeah, I know I couldn't act.
Nothing great. Though,
some people are still trying to act. Some people have lost their minds. And this guy, George Hardy, just seems like, hey, I know I'm not an actor. I'm having fun with this. I'm going to go to all these screenings and soak up all this 15 minutes of fame that I have.
He's cool. He's like the guy that you'd imagine. Okay, he's just like an average Joe. He actually has a job in industry.
Love that guy.
That he loves. Yeah, he's just like it's like realizing that your next door neighbor who works a normal 9 to 5 job, who cuts his grass on the weekends, you realize he was in a movie like Evil Dead or something, where he's oh, you know what? Yeah, I did that back then. It was just something to do. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing, but it was fun.
Hey, it was fun.
But he's not one that looks like he's not a guy that's been trying to act his entire life. He just realized that, hey, I did a movie. I wasn't that great in it.
Actually, I think he had been trying to act a little bit.
Oh, well.
and just couldn't. I think they showed some shots in the movie where he was
Probably
doing.
So.
But, the director's the one that made me laugh. He comes out and he's like, people see they know the critics are full of shit. I do my bad Italian accent, but
he's very Italian.
People they're full of shit. They know my movie's great. They know they know my movie's good, and then he shows up and people are like, man, your movie's awesome. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. And he's going
and his face turns
he's like. Oh, what these people mean? They say bad. It's so bad. It's good. No. It's not so bad. It's a good movie.
You do not know what you're talking about.
They don't know what they're talking. And then one guy sell him you could tell this guy was crazy to work for. That's what happened. One of the actors were like, he was kind of crazy. I was kind of hard to work for. And then one guy in the back. No, you lie. You lie.
You're so terrible. We had to cut out your lines.
Yeah. And the actors on stage
they're just kind of laughing it's a very nervous laughter.
Is this part of the act?
They're like, oh shit.
Is this a joke?
This guy is pissed and he's crazy.
Yeah, movie's made in 1990. Yeah. Come, but that was one.
But no, is it intentional to have that happen? No, I don't think any director shooting a film like that ever intends for that to happen at all.
Yeah, like I said, unless they're doing unless they're doing some tongue-in-cheek type approach to a film. Hey, let's see here. Who else is?
That was the longest answer I think we've had for any
I know.
question
I'm actually thinking to myself, man, I'm cutting that short a little bit. It comes out. Looks like we both were boring people.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I don't know if I should. I'm not gonna say this guy's name.
All right.
Because I don't know if he's actually. His name is Mouth. I'm not gonna say the rest of it. Because I don't know. What this person's like. He might be.
Well, is this question worth the shit?
That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if it's some bullshit ass question here. Thought fucking here. Oh no, sorry. Thought fuck virgin here. I don't think I can handle Corey's massive mind cock. So let co-host answer first to ease me in.
Okay.
Question. Out of these 3 Goatsy roles, what is your favorite? And here's what he means by Goatsy roles.
Okay.
Drag Me to Hell, in which Goatsy is sacrificed and is literally a scapegoat. Stardust, where he plays Michelle Pfeiffer's subservient man bitch. 300 with Goatsy in blackface and playing the mandolin. Damn, you are.
Okay.
What do you got? What, you got a goat fetish or something? I did not know this.
He's a big fan of Goatsy, obviously.
The only thing I remember is in Drag Me to Hell, where the goat started talking, I think, and everybody wrote in saying, hey, did you know Goatsy's in Drag Me to Hell?
Goatsy's a fucking movie star now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll say, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
only because I think he told that chick, "Who gives a crap about your cat?" Like vomits up that cat.
Yeah, I would have to say that that's my favorite Goatsy scene too, because that's the only one I recognize.
Yeah.
I don't recognize any of this other shit.
Oh wait, no, maybe that was a demon that did that. I think Goatsy just called her a bitch in that fucking Drag Me to Hell scene.
That was a movie that really didn't do as well as I thought it could have.
You know what? Yeah, I enjoyed the fuck out of that movie, but I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised that it didn't do
Sam Raimi's movie
as well in the box office. But oh well, a lot of the movies I like don't do well at the box office. So
I know, 'cause you like
I don't give a
shit.
I love that crazy shit. That's what makes me me.
Here's a question from. Oh, let me read this. Let me read this question here from. It's not really a question. Let me read this email from Ghostwriter.
All right.
Now, here's the deal. I should probably set this up.
Please do.
On the call-in shows, there's been this kid named Hector who's been calling.
Okay.
And Hector he's a cool kid.
But I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's a kid. He can't walk.
Right.
I think he's like in a wheelchair or walks with crutches or something. He's a cool guy. I have fun with him. I mess with him. I hang up on him every now and then, but he knows. That kid's got spirit. He's got moxie. He stays up he gets up at like 9 a.m.
He's a go-getter.
Yeah, and waits to like get on the show which comes on like around 3 or 4 our time. So I don't know how that might be like 8 hours for him to wait. But okay, so Ghostwriter says, "What am I going to do with you? I just got a personal message from your favorite member, Hector. You were joking around with him a month ago, and you said you were going to send a limo up to Massachusetts to bring him to Spill.com. Well, he just asked me if you were seriously going to do that."
Oh, no.
Because if you were, he would be in a lot of trouble with his mom.
Okay.
Well, Hector.
That's all you, Corey.
And Ghostwriter. But mainly Hector, man. I already spent the money to get that limo up there. I mean, I'm not gonna get that money back. I'm gonna have to also put in a deposit. I mean, if you really want me to turn this limo around and they're on their way already. Because it's gonna take a little time for them to get to where you are.
This is too goddamn cruel, Corey. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I know it's cruel. I mean, having me just change my plans. I mean. Ghostwriter.
Well, now you got to get a helicopter to go get his ass.
Right? I know. Jesus, man. I mean, tell you what.
Send Blue Thunder for him.
Hector, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell the chauffeur to pull over. Get your mom some flowers.
And rub down.
Yeah, get her some. Go stop by Bath and Body Works. Get your mom some nice toiletries and all some of that stuff that makes it smell good in the bathtub. And maybe then she'll relax a little bit and let you come on. You know, we'll take good care of you, man. See, the limousine's already on its way because it has to take a couple of days to get there, Hector. And when it picks you up, it has to take a couple of days to get back. You know.
Where's Hector live again?
I don't want to tell where his place is. You know, I don't want to put that. I'm not. No, I'm that'd be cruel. You know what I mean, putting that information. I can't say where he lives. But yeah, where you live. I mean, when I say couple, I'm talking about 3 or 4 days to get where you are. They got to turn back around. Come on, man. Don't do us like this.
That's a lot of gas money.
Yeah, Hector, come on. Let me read the rest of the
All right, go for it.
Oh, mercy, Mr. Coleman. What a strange hold you have on this kid. Now, whenever the little dude gets upset, he emails me. I don't mind. He's a good kid at heart.
Thanks a lot.
But it does make me laugh. I guess we tend to forget how gullible we are at 15. Yes, you were too. All right. Well, hey, look. I don't know. You talk to him, Ghost Rider. No. Okay, man. All right. I don't want to be cruel. I don't want this kid telling his mom and have his mom calling me and all this kind of. Hector, boy, look. You seriously think I'm gonna send a limousine to come pick you up in Massachusetts? I think that's where he is.
Really?
I think he's in Massachusetts. I'm not sure.
You telling me you're not? You're not doing that for him?
Not now.
Oh, come on.
No, man. Hector, no, I know you
take a good 5 hours to get there and back. Right?
Boy, you're 15. Okay, yeah, everybody's gullible at 15, but not that goddamn gullible. Hector, come on, man. You seriously think I'm gonna send a limousine across the country to come pick you up and bring you back? I like you, Hector, but I don't like you that much.
Hector, you know what, buddy? I like you even more, so I'm sending a Carnival cruise to pick you up, all right? So get ready for that shit, all right? Bring your swimming trunks, all that fun stuff. Get ready to go on the Carnival cruise. Spill.com, here we come.
Now that I don't look like an asshole, I really had to send a limousine. You joking around, but man.
You know. I'm going to send a helicopter too, just in case that Carnival cruise breaks down.
What you say? A ship is going to come pick him up. Carnival cruise coming right to you. Yeah. Let's see how gullible he is. Hey, Hector, we're going to send a boat to come pick you up, okay? It's going to be like one of those Carnival cruise ships.
That's right.
And it's going to be one of those ships where you say, well, I'm on land. No, it's going to be, you don't understand. They got wheels, those things. Pull up right down the street, pick you up, and get you on board and float you on over here.
And you know what? Guess who's driving it, Hector? That's right, Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime's going to be sailing that shit, flying that shit, wherever you need to go.
And then, when they can't go any further, Batman's going to be waiting with the Batmobile.
That's right.
Drive you over here.
No, he's going to be waiting on you the whole night.
Jesus, man. Boy, these kids.
That's your friend, Corey.
That is my friend. He thought we were such good friends that I was actually sending a limousine for his ass.
I actually believed it. I was like, man, Hector's going to look like a fucking bigger star than me. Fucking pulling up Spill.com in a limousine. Shit. I'll be fucking happy if I end up in a goddamn Apple box.
Hector, let me tell you something, Hector. You'll be walking here before I send a limousine to come get you.
Damn, Corey, you go too far. Oh man,
Hector's my friend. He knows I'm messing with him. Hector, I like Hector. Hector and I got an understanding. Yeah. Apparently not, because Hector thinks I'm fucking sending goddamn James, the chauffeur, to come pick him up.
Well, when Hector shows up, you can sit on his lap and he can give you a cruise around the city.
Hector, when you get there, we're gonna have a nice supermodel waiting for you when you get in there. You're gonna come here. We have a suite for you at the Four Seasons. When you get here, man, you're gonna live like a star.
No, you be hanging out at Cyrus's place. On his couch like a star.
You don't know no better. I'm gonna dress Cyrus up like a butler. And James the butler is gonna take care of you to get you whatever you need.
I was gonna dress him as Optimus Prime.
We're gonna do it, Leon. Yeah, boy, man, I tell you.
Don't worry,
Hector never ceases to amaze me, man. That kid is funny. All right, let's see what else we got here. We got a question from the ladies, man. Who says,
sounds like trouble.
Fuck my thoughts with your Navi ponytail.
Damn.
We're getting into some goddamn avatar sex here.
Avatar fetish.
Hey, guys. I was just wondering, what are your thoughts on an Avatar sequel? Do you want it? Could you do without it? If you want it, what do you want to see in it? Thanks, guys. Love the show. Thanks for the years of entertainment. Damn, I guess we have been.
I know.
For years.
It's kind of embarrassing. We're going to die here.
I've been boring the shit out of people for years. Man, I liked Avatar. I really did like Avatar a lot. I have to admit to you, though, I wasn't crazy about Avatar like everybody else was. I like to see a sequel to it, but I'm not dying to see one.
I wasn't crazy either.
You weren't?
I wasn't. No, who, me?
Yeah,
no, fuck no. When I saw it, I thought, it looks amazing, like on a 3D screen. I mean, at the IMAX, it looked really great. The second time I saw it, I had a bigger appreciation for it, unlike the first time. The first time was kind of a horror story when I was watching it, due to the company I was hanging out with. But watching it the second time, I kind of appreciated the world that James Cameron created, and just I was more in awe of the special effects and just how he directed that entire world. Now, was I excited when I left the theater about seeing another one? Fuck no. No, not at all.
Yeah, fuck no.
No, honestly, watching that movie only made me want fucking James Cameron to fucking make another Aliens film. That's it. That's all I got from leaving Avatar. I was like, why doesn't that motherfucker hurry up and make just another Aliens film? Just do that, please, before I'm dead. Please.
Yeah. I was kind of the same way. I was like, I am looking at this film, and yes, it is an incredible looking movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm blown away by the technology, but I'm sorry, that story is playing on every Native American theme I've seen in movies for a long time. Yeah. And the story just didn't grab me as much. Mm-hmm. I thought, it's not a bad story. It's adequate, but
it's not terrible.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like The Matrix. All I thought as soon as they started talking about sequel, honestly thought, okay, where the hell else are you going to go now with this? I mean, really, what are you going to do with it now? I mean, are you going to bring in a whole nother race of space creatures and have a space battle? Maybe that'll be interesting, but nobody wants to see that. I don't know what the fuck else you're going to do with a movie like that, to be honest. Yeah, it told its story. It ended, and it felt like some closure at the end of that film.
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was satisfactory, the ending that they have. I mean, I'm like you. I'm thinking, like, if James Cameron really, really sincerely has some other story to tell, then I think he loves this world he's created so much that he probably does, and this will be another place for him to expand on the technology that he did for this. But yeah, man, I don't know.
I just think he could do more interesting things.
I just wish it was a more interesting story. That's all. It's not a bad story, but I've seen this done in so many variations, and like I said, it really plays on a Native American theme that those stories never really. I've seen it done well in Last of the Mohicans and
Dances with
Wolves, and I mean, Carlisle was jumping on my case. He's like, man, don't call it that because people don't call you on it. It's Dune. I was like,
what
the fuck,
Dune?
I was like. Okay, sure.
Right,
for a sci-fi geek out there, if you were that nerdy that you only see Dune, that you don't see like Dances with Wolves and all these other Native American themed movies in there, Pocahontas, all this other shit. Really, I mean, you don't see that. You don't. I was like, don't come to me with that nerd shit, all right? It's like, really? Like,
who's in the face?
Who's going to call me? I was remembering when we came out these, like, people don't call you on that. Like, who? When I go hang out at the comic book shop,
you know who's going to call you? Carlisle.
Yeah, you going to call me on it. That's it. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, no.
That is funny, though. No, but you know what?
It's Dune. It's Princess of Mars. I'm like, man, I'm not hanging out over at goddamn,
hanging out with Harry.
Yeah, I'm not hanging out with Harry. I'm not hanging out at that Dragon's Lair comic book store, okay? I'm in front of a theater. Everybody else who loves the movie or not has said, like, it has a great Native American theme to it. And it's like, okay, you took it to a science fiction level. I like that. Just didn't appeal to me a whole lot.
It has both. All right. Well,
how about that?
Let's not turn to Africa. All right?
Yeah, exactly. That whole planet would be destroyed if it was like Africa.
Let's do Hotel Rwanda with the Navy
cat people. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Question for Let's Do This, coming from Minimum Wage.
Nice. I like that. I like that profile name.
I do too.
Minimum Wage.
He says, "Hey guys, fuck this thought. If you dare.
If you got the money.
I'll make my question short and sweet. Are there any characters from animated movies that you found really hot? My choice would have to be the mom from The Incredibles."
What? Just any animated movie or anime? I'm thinking he's being
animated.
specific.
Any animated movie. Yeah.
Oh,
he says, what was her name? Chi from The Road to El Dorado, or the snake from Kung Fu Panda. Jesus, man.
Pervert bastard. What the
Don't
fuck?
mean to be a nooge, but I've submitted this question several times and would love to have it answered. Look,
jeez,
man. Okay, you know what my first on-screen animated crush was?
Who?
It was that chick from Heavy Metal.
Oh yeah, the big titty girl, the big titty
She was
barbarian.
topless half the time and everything.
At the very end of the movie. Mm-hmm.
I think that was my first time seeing an animated character nude.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, hey, it wasn't Tira or something like that.
Yeah, like Tara.
Yeah, and if you watch the movie Heavy Metal from 1980, there is same year that Flash Gordon came out. A lot of good comic book movies come out at that time. And a lot of the kids have seen Heavy Metal today, but if you haven't, there's a segment. The movie is comprised of 5 animated segments based off of science fiction stories, because the movie came from the magazine Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
It's a science fiction and fantasy magazine. And the last story deals with this warrior woman who avenges her race that's been almost made extinct by these
bad guys.
These bad people. The story doesn't even make any sense. But the thing is, in order to prepare for battle, this chick has to get naked.
Oh yeah,
get into a pool, and you can tell these animators were just loving this shit, man. Cause
you know what? It's one of those things, where it's the first time where I'm sure those animators are like, okay, this is my idea of the perfect woman, the perfect barbarian woman.
Oh yeah,
just the perfect woman in general, with just nice fucking huge double D breasts that are like perky and just perfect in every other way, and a nice fucking ass to go along with.
Oh man,
and just beautiful blonde hair, just
Jesus,
with the sexiest fuck me eyes you can ever put on a cartoon character.
These animators must have went home with a sore dick every night.
I know, dude.
Because they like a lot of those parts on slow motion.
Oh,
and it was like, why? And you could tell those animators love drawing like any animators. I mean, because it was a different studio, I think, for every segment. But there was a part at the beginning, the first segment,
the taxi driver
the taxi driver. Okay, in that segment, the taxi driver is the future, and he's a taxi driver in future New York. And New York has gotten so dangerous that taxi drivers have a device in the backseat of their car. So if somebody tries to rob them or kill them or put their life in danger, they can press this knob and vaporize that person. So there's a guy who gets in the car and tries to our hero, who's named Harry something, Harry Canyon. They get into the car and it's a guy gets in, and he pulls a gun to his head, and Harry pulls up the lever and vaporizes that guy, and the guy just disappears like that.
He disintegrates. You see his skeleton before, first you see like a big flash, and what I loved about that animated movie was that just the way people died, where you got to see their skeletons before they evaporate.
But that's the thing. Okay, you're right. It was like first you saw his body, clothes and everything, and then you saw a skeleton, and then he disintegrated.
Yeah.
At the end of that segment, he starts to get double crossed by a woman, and he vaporizes her. Yeah. But here's the deal: when he vaporizes her, she has to get naked before she disintegrates. Like, you see her naked body and her nipples and everything before she's gone.
Fuck yeah.
And it's like, you horny ass animators, man.
They made that girl so she was a dirty girl.
Yeah, exactly. Even she had to be quick before she died.
Quick to go to bed with that dude.
But yeah, man, that was my first. I was attracted to that chick, Tira from that movie. What did you have like any?
Besides that one, Tila from He-Man.
Oh yeah, she was hot, man.
Tila had by far the greatest body ever. She had the longest, most beautiful legs, the sexiest, pretty mouth. Boy, she had a pretty mouth, and man, her ass would not stop. I mean, her ass and her breasts.
Well, she had that slinky outfit, like she had that one-piece bathing suit kind of outfit.
It was like a one-piece bathing suit where they always had a shot. The greatest shot in any He-Man cartoon ever was whenever Tila stepped in the frame, where basically it was from her hips on down to where you just saw her ass, and her ass shook. I mean, it really did shake for a minute, when she stepped in front of the camera. And all I was thinking was like, oh my God, I'm not even that much of an ass person, but holy shit.
I'm an ass man, that's why I love it.
I mean, just fucking A. How come all girls can't look like this?
Oh man, you know what? Oh, another chick I liked? If we're going to get animated TV shows, there's two of them. I liked the chick that was from the cat girl from
Thundercats.
From Thundercats, yeah.
Cheetara,
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, she was.
And I always had a hard on for Betty Rubble.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, there's just something about Betty Rubble that.
What was it about Betty Rubble?
She just looked fucking hot. You know what? And I've been trying to figure out this for a long time. She kind of reminded me of the chick. She had a kind of face like Valerie Bertinelli. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's the real cute teenage daughter of the main characters from that show. What was that old show called? I can't even remember. Had the that handyman that was always showing up.
One Day at a Time.
One Day at a Time. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it was? Here's the deal.
Just that she had that round face. She just looked cute in her body.
She had that round face. Yeah. She had that small middle waist. Yeah. I think her skirt might have been just a little shorter than Wilma's, than Wilma Flintstone. And she had that dark hair where it seemed like she was just dirty because she had jet black hair.
Oh yeah.
And she had that laugh too.
Yeah, brunettes. Yeah, but it was like that face. She looked so innocent. Maybe that's it.
Wilma had it was that round face of Betty because Wilma had a long face.
Wilma had a long face, and she looked older than she. I don't know.
She had this. It was her voice too. Yeah. Because she always had that voice and made it sound like she was 50-some years old.
Yeah.
Fred.
Yeah, she had that annoying, nagging voice, and Wilma did not have that.
Take out the garbage, Fred. It was like, she was. She had like an old voice, and she had like the sort of a Jessica Parker shaped head. Mm-hmm. So Betty Rubble is where it was at, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I tell you what though, man.
And I always found what's her name hotter than. I always found Velma harder than what's her name?
Who?
The redhead in Scooby Doo.
The redhead in Scooby Doo. Oh,
Daphne.
Daphne. Really?
I always found Velma hotter than Daphne. I don't know.
I was crazy about Velma.
You know what?
She was like the bitchy girl that you could never have, but you want anyway because she probably could be real dirty.
Wait a minute, Daphne was.
Oh wait, no. I'm talking about Velma. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Velma.
No,
Daphne just seemed. Daphne was.
Now see, we not. Daphne's she was the hot one.
Oh, okay. Daphne's a hot one.
And she was the redhead.
Right, and Wilma was the nerd.
And Velma was a nerd. And Velma seemed like to me. Now, is Velma the one that you like?
Is it Wilma or
Velma?
Oh, Velma.
Wilma Flintstone is.
Oh, okay.
Is Fred's wife.
I'm sorry. Now I'm getting confused.
I know. You're like, I'm going to draw you a chart over here. No. Let me see, man. Velma was the nerd on Scooby Doo.
Right.
And I always thought, like, for some reason, if you got those baggy clothes off of her, she'd have, like, a nice curvy body.
She had double D's.
And she had bigger breasts than Daphne.
That's true.
And if she took those glasses off and just cut loose and you got it like in the van when nobody else was around, like she just get real dirty on your ass.
Man. I like the girl who actually played her in the live action movie because
that girl was hot too.
She was hot. Yeah, she was in Freaks and Geeks.
That's right.
She was fucking hot. But no, man, my dream at the time watching those He-Man cartoons was the Sorceress, Evelyn,
She-Ra,
Teela, and She-Ra.
Yeah.
Together. Yeah, they pretty much all were drawn by the same guy.
Yeah.
So,
I think they even had like a shot of somebody turned around. I was like, damn, look at the ass on that girl. And it ended up being He-Man's ass. I was like, oh, shit, no.
I was like, oh, man.
Man.
It's always him picking up that goddamn rock.
His ass was clenching when he's picking up that rock.
I always love that shit.
How does that sound going?
Whenever he had it, he picked up that rock that one, like straining, like you wouldn't believe. Like he had the biggest shit in the world. With him trying to like lift up Castle Grayskull, and then they kick it in. He-Man.
You know that fool was farting and everything too when he was picking up.
I'm like, I know he took a shit in those those furry ass underwear.
And fucking brown stains all in there. Shit.
Well, his trunks were brown. So
that was to hide that. Hey, man, what's that smell? Nothing.
Nothing.
It's the smell of the evil stench of Skeletor coming off of me. I just put my foot off in his ass.
It's the stench of evil. Pay no attention to it. It's everywhere. It must be Beastman again. Beastman must be around here somewhere. Let's go swimming real quick.
You know when Beastman tries to take a shit that clings to his fur. I'll have to wipe Beastman's ass.
Let's jump into the river and so they can use that one shot that they always had.
They
you remember
always
that?
use.
Yeah, that one shot whenever you saw an animated character jump into like a river or into like a stream of water. It's like that one, like that really nice form, fucking landing in the water.
That was Filmation, man. They had these, like, they worked about a good 2 months on one piece of animation and used it for the rest of that series, and then the rest of it looked like shit.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Awesome.
I used to remember they had a scene where I was watching an episode of Fat Albert, and they wanted to show a car turning around. Like, this car was going one way, and they saw somebody, and they wanted to turn the car around.
Yeah.
Like, guess what they did?
What they
Take a guess at how they made that happen.
Just as far as making a car turn around?
Yeah.
I'm imagining it must have looked like a South Park animation sort of, as far as it looked all boxy and it just looked like...
That would have been too much money.
Okay.
Too much time. No, what they did was they had the car drive one way off screen.
Oh.
and then you heard skirt, and then it came on the screen driving the other way.
And all they did was just flip the cell.
Yeah. So the sound effect is what let you know it turned around.
You know what? They did that. Okay, Filmation did Batman and Robin series.
Yeah.
And they did that a lot with the Batmobile scenes. Yeah. And it was always like the same, it's like they only drew like 5 buildings, but they made it like a continuous shot where it's like they're driving by the same building like about 50 times.
Just like with the Flintstones when they're running. Or with any Hanna-Barbera show.
Yeah.
When the characters were running, you see that same building going back like over and over again.
They've been going fucking in circles.
Yeah. They ain't getting anywhere. Okay, we have a question here from James McCarty. He says, "Hey guys." Excuse me. If you couldn't hear, I was eating. I was getting weak, man. I
could tell. I know.
I hadn't eaten since like this morning. I tried to be sneaky and pull that sandwich out.
Well, you pulled it out when I started talking about the new guys, and I was like, "Oh, Corey must be really bored."
No, man, I was.
I better not talk.
I was starving, man. At that point, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
No, because you looked all excited. And you're like, "Really?" And you busted out with that. What are you eating?
I'm eating a veggie wrap over here.
Veggie wrap. Yeah, you're like, "Oh."
No, I was trying to look at you too.
Keep talking. You're like, "Oh man."
That's why I was like, "Hey, keep going, man."
Yeah, while he's telling another Green Lantern story, I'll eat my dinner.
Yes, New Gods, please keep going. But man, I was over here starving, man. I'm not one of those people who gets angry or when people say I get low blood sugar and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. I'm not like that. I was just getting weak.
Oh no,
like talking was just like I was.
No,
I couldn't. I was like, man, I got to get some substance.
That's why. That's why I had to get some substance before we started recording.
I hear you. But anyway, James McCarthy, who says, "Hey guys, I was wondering if there were ever 2 films that you wished could be combined into one longer film. For example, my pick would be to have Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima combined into one long war movie. Thanks, and keep up the great work."
Wow.
You know, I like having movies in chunks where they can stand on by themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Stand alone by themselves. I mean, there's no use in making a movie longer than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, nobody has the time to fucking sit there and watch a movie for that long. Yeah. Nobody has the time to watch a fucking 4 or 5 hour movie.
Now, are you? Maybe you're talking about maybe you'd like to see those movies combined into like maybe a 2.5 hour movie.
Right.
If I wanted to see something like that done, I can't think of anything really.
I can.
What?
Something we saw today.
But see,
if it was a trilogy.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to see those combined because all those movies had enough story in them to stand on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To shorten it out. Now to watch even what we saw today, this great trilogy that we're talking about, even to I want to see one movie made into like a 6-7 hour movie like that. No, to have it done in chunks where I could watch it in episodes. I don't know, man.
Because honestly, the only way to answer that is if you had a fantasy like that, like if you were to do like a marathon or something. But because honestly, there's no movie out there that I can think of that had like a first part that I ever felt like needed to, you combine the two to make one movie. But.
Even a movie like you're talking about here, Flags of Our Fathers and Letters from Iwo Jima, I think let's just say you combine those 2 movies. Too long. If you try to edit those 2 movies into one movie or make one story out of it, I think I never saw Flags of Our Fathers. I know you did, and you said you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, I guess it was everybody else that saw it, and they said it wasn't all that great. I never saw it. But Letters from Iwo Jima was a brilliant film.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't want to see that story diluted by another film.
Yeah.
It had enough story in there to really carry itself through. I mean, so
That's like combining Empire Strikes Back with Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Probably you don't want to see
I just don't know. I don't know if I want to see these movies be combined. I mean, because here's the deal. If I want to combine them, I can watch either the movie itself, or I can sit back and watch all 2, 3, 4 movies together at some time. I mean, I can make my own long movie out of it, you know. So, there's not. I can honestly say I never really wished to combine 2 movies and make them into one. If I really enjoyed the stories.
You know, what's funny is that I went and saw Star Wars in concert a couple weeks ago, which is actually really great. If it ever goes to your town, you should check it out. If you're a
Star
fan
Wars in concert,
Star Wars in concert, where they played the John Williams score to clips of the movie, and you know they basically go through the entire Star Wars saga with key points in the film, with certain key points of music, and they orchestrate it throughout the entire Star Wars saga.
Where did you see
So
such
this was
things?
at the Frank Erwin Center.
Really?
Yeah. And the thing is that they start. Anthony Daniels was there, the guy who plays
C-3PO, yeah.
And you talk about Master Thespian. He was the highlight. He's like, and then the Dark Lord of the Sith appeared,
man,
looking for the Jedi Knights. It was a very innocent boy. Anakin Skywalker.
He eats that shit up, man.
He does, man. He got into the.
I've seen him just addressing people at a panel. Next question.
Next question, please. So, what'd you think about the whole transition of Anakin Skywalker into Darth Vader? Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith. I mean, there was a moment where he actually said, like, he dragged out the TH and said, where he's like, Dark Lord of the Sith. And I'm like, whoa, this is, and where everyone in the audience is laughing, like, wow, this is badass. And like, you almost want him to like do the entire Star Wars saga just by telling you the story, and even like C-3PO, he tells,
you want him to be
a rumple gosh.
Oh, when he was talking to the Ewoks.
Yeah, when he's talking to the Ewoks, rumple gosh. And he chupa Darth Vader. I love that part of Return of the Jedi.
I do it too. Those little Ewoks are getting scared.
Yeah. That little one hides under the basket.
That sounds badass, man. I would love to see that.
Man, but okay, they did they start from the beginning of the trilogy. So they started with music from Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and the Return of the Revenge of the Sith. And they did it to where they combined all 3 movies to where you're like, well, I was sitting there thinking, well, at least they're getting the shitty music out of the way first.
Yeah.
And the way they edited the videos together to tell the story, after that was done, I was thinking like, wow, you know what? If those movies never came out and this is the first images I would ever see of those, I would think, wow, this is going to be a great, great film. To where I was almost like thinking, God, I wish they would just put these clips together and made that into one film for the prequels and just leave it alone. Just images and music, and that's it. And basically I got everything in one package.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of counts.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. That kind of counts as an answer.
Mm-hmm. So I would love for that to happen. Just music and images, no dialogue. Hey,
these all this stupid ass dialogue and all.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they did it with the original animated Clone Wars. The guy who did Samurai Jack. A majority of that first season had hardly no dialogue at all.
That's what was so badass about that. It was just everything was done through action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it was short.
It told a bigger story than the fucking prequels did.
Yeah, it did.
But but no. As far as now, if I can give one more answer here for combining 2 films, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
I thought that too. That went through my mind. I was like, no, because both those stories, they are stories that stand on their own.
They are, but you know what? I watched the shit out of Batman Begins when that came out on DVD, as I did with The Dark Knight, and I can honestly sit there without complaining watching that whole series, because after Batman Begins, you don't want that fucking movie to end, really.
Well, you're waiting to see the Joker, and the Joker he comes up.
Yeah,
man, there are a few movies out there I can watch over and over again, and The Dark Knight is one of them.
I'm telling you,
I still watch.
And you know what? It's gonna be interesting. And since we've already declared the film that's about to come out like the best trilogy, I'm praying it would be a fucking miracle if the next Batman film comes out and it's even bigger and better than The Dark Knight.
You know what?
Honestly.
I'm not even asking for bigger and better.
I don't even want to. I would. That's like asking God to hey, fix everything in Africa right now. I know. Hey, fucking plug up that hole in the goddamn Gulf.
I hear you, man. I'm just asking for a movie that is as good, if maybe just slightly not as good, because it just didn't. Because it can't have even the same mystique that the Dark Knight had with an actor who had this iconic role of the Joker, who had died after the movie, and people went in with that, and it's just so much that was going for that movie outside of the movie itself. If they can even just come close, just very close with this next movie, I'd be happy. If they make a movie that is as good, I'll be wowed. If they make a movie that's better, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, dude!
Because I'm not gonna see any better movies after that.
Yeah, and the thing is, the one good thing I've heard about the last movie that they're playing for Batman is that Christopher Nolan says that he wants to he wants this to be a bookend to the films, at least the films that he's made. So he wants to do a lot with the characters and just have them come to their inevitable conclusion, which has me really excited because the movie I saw tonight made me think that's what the people who are writing it, they had the same mindset.
Wrap it up,
so
man.
I can, wrap that shit up.
Because as far as I'm concerned, that is, as you said, wrap that shit up. What's Chris Van crap? Wrap that shit up, see? Nah, as far as I'm concerned, that's Christopher Nolan's Batman. It's almost like when you read a graphic novel and somebody has taken their version of a character and made their own story with it. I look at these movies that way. It's like, it's not exactly the Batman that we've seen, but it's somebody's vision of Batman that was told extremely well. And why not go ahead and end that story? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's Christopher Nolan's Batman.
Yeah.
And
it's his universe.
It's his universe. Yeah, we don't even need to see that character continue anymore. He just wrapped the story up.
Yep.
So here's a question, and I think this is probably the last one. And we have to answer this because this person says, "Answer me, motherfucker."
Holy shit, is that Samuel Jackson?
Yes, Sam.
Answer this question,
Answer this question, motherfucker.
Where's my money?
That's the question. If you see me pulling money out of my pocket right now here.
Where are my Spill.com tickets, motherfucker? I got no receipt.
This says the only bullshit. I said, I don't got no receipt. The only bullshitters that don't piss me off. How's it going? Fucked up as usual? That's a question. Fucked up as usual? That's what I figured. Anyway, Corey, what is your favorite? You almost had me there too. Just kidding. I was about to make you motherfucker. You about to see me get Samuel Jackson. What are some castings in certain movies that you thought were perfect when they were announced, but when you saw the actor's performance in the movie, you were disappointed? Thank you very much. Actually, that is a very good question. It is. It's a question so good that I can't think of an answer right now.
I will say that I've said this before. I'll go to the easy one. When I saw Equilibrium and I saw Christian Bale performing that, and I saw him dress up in a suit, immediately I thought, wow, this guy would make a fantastic Bruce Wayne. And on top of that, I think he'd even make a better Batman. And after watching Batman Begins, I was like, when I heard the announcement that they casted him for Batman, which I wouldn't have, I had no clue. I was really blown away because I had assumed that they were going to go the same route that they were doing with casting Batman as far as getting another A-list, like some mediocre actor to play him again, like a George Clooney, the next step of, have Brad Pitt. I was expecting to hear a casting call or somebody announcing that Brad Pitt is the new Batman. But when they got Christian Bale, where I'm like, wow, this is a guy no one really knows at all. That was like my dream casting come true.
But you weren't disappointed. The question is...
No, but was I disappointed? No.
No, well, that's the question.
No, I was not disappointed.
No, that you were disappointed.
Oh, that I was disappointed.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I like when you do it.
Oh, that I was disappointed?
Yeah, when you... let me make sure.
Yeah, make sure.
Yeah, you were like when you thought this person would be perfect, but when they were cast... You were disappointed.
Easy again. I will go to my easy answer. Christian Bale
as John Connor.
As John Connor in Terminator Salvation. Yeah.
Okay.
I was very disappointed.
That's a good answer.
I was so excited. I even wrote a blog about how excited I was about that.
Yeah.
How when I watched that movie, it was going to be Bruce Wayne, Batman versus the Terminators, and when I saw the movie, I was like, oh god, they barely use this guy, and they gave him nothing to do, and he really seemed like he was phoning it in.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Few superhero castings that I thought were bad. George Clooney, I wasn't excited about, but I thought George Clooney could probably pull off being Bruce Wayne in Batman. It was
really?
Such a bad movie, and it was such a at the time he just wasn't suited for that.
And you know what? When I heard about that, I was kind of pissed off because I actually saw some episodes of ER where I was annoyed by his
moving his head, all that,
moving head, which is completely gone these days. At least I don't even notice it anymore.
I don't know, maybe.
But back then, I'm sure after Batman and Robin, you know, he did blame himself for that movie tanking, for being terrible.
He was, you know what? That's noble of him, but he's not the sole.
No, I know. But you know, it's one of those things where I'm sure he probably studied that movie to see what he did wrong. Maybe that he noticed his head jerking movements. Because I honestly, when I heard he was gonna be Batman, I was like, he better not fucking act like his character from ER. And then when I saw Batman and Robin, he did. I mean, he honestly did. He was playing the same character from ER. He wasn't playing Batman or Bruce Wayne.
Well, maybe somebody kicked him in the back of his head and gave him a stiff neck.
That movie failed on all counts.
Oh yeah, not just because of him. Let me see. I heard Danny DeVito was going to be playing the Penguin. And I thought he's short, he's round, he'd be a great Penguin. Yeah. And I don't know if it was him that was miscast as the Penguin, because I don't think he made a good Penguin.
Really?
Or maybe it was the approach they took with the Penguin. But either way, it didn't work for me.
Penguin's one of those characters that, I mean, honestly, as far as the Batman villains, I never really cared that much for him. And watching that Batman Returns, I thought they kind of made him interesting for me, even though I now prefer him being just a business, behind-the-scenes type of villain. But I just things in motion.
I'm just saying, you know, as far as he looks, I thought this guy would probably be a good person to play that role in that.
But hey, you know what? I know a lot of people would probably strongly disagree with you on that, only because a lot of the people I talk to whenever I have discussions about Batman, they always bring up Danny DeVito and Penguin, just as far as they consider that movie to be darker than a lot of the like even The Dark Knight, because the Penguin looks like a disgusting monster.
That's what I hate about it.
Yeah,
and I just thought he played it crazy, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But let me see what else. I thought. What else? I had somebody else in mind for something when I heard they were going to be cast in a role. Ended up being bad. I remember Michael J. White playing Spawn. I thought he was.
I didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Yeah, I remember. I've seen him before, and I thought, hey, this guy would be perfect to play that role. And I saw it, I was like, nah. And I like Michael J. White, but at the time, I don't think he was good for that role.
Yeah, there has to be. And I always think more of. Another Eric Bana as Bruce Banner in The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that, I mean, when I heard that news, I was like, oh man, that guy's such a great actor. And watching that film, I was like, okay, it seems like another one where he kind of just phoned it in. Like, and that's the thing, like casting like that, like you think, like Benicio del Toro in The Wolfman, where you're like, okay, that could be really interesting. And when you see the film, it's like they offer absolutely nothing. At least to me, that you know, the reason why they're great actors.
That's a good answer right there.
They never show it.
Benicio del Toro as the Wolfman.
Yeah, that movie failed. Yeah.
When I heard that they would have what's his name, Russell Crowe play Robin Hood, thought he was kind of miscast as that.
Yeah, they should have dyed his beard.
I mean, something. I don't know. I just thought, like, I don't know what.
No,
you're
right.
It's just I thought it's again. It could have been the whole approach of everything, but I thought he was like. I heard like, oh, I'm gonna do Russell Crowe as Robin Hood. You know, he's kind of a rogue in real life.
Yeah,
that's great, and he played it so serious. And some of that might have been him, some of that might have been direction, but I thought like I just don't see him as Robin Hood as I'm watching this movie.
Well, when I saw that trailer, I was like, okay, it's another one where he's phoning it in. He's like he's playing all the other characters. He might as well be the Gladiator guy. You know?
Yeah. I would have to say, looking at when they put, I guess I can't say that I really knew anything that she did, because she wasn't really that great of an actor. So I'm not going to even blame Sofia Coppola for being miscast in The Godfather.
Oh, I got one.
What?
A waste of an actor that everyone was looking forward to. Samuel Jackson as Mace Windu in the Star Wars prequels.
Yeah.
where you're like, hey, Samuel Jackson is a Jedi Knight. That's gonna be fucking badass. That's gonna be something so cool to watch him fucking just go crazy with his lightsaber fights. And
Yeah.
you didn't see any of that until like the last movie when he bought it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No. That was.
He's just sitting in a chair for a good part of the trilogy.
Well, here's something. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. And again, that was probably something they just didn't give him anything to do. But still, yeah, it's like, hey, man, it's
when Samuel Jackson. I mean, you're like, and at the time he was like a big star. I mean, he was at his peak, honestly, as far as just his notoriety, and people wanted to see him in films, and they just threw him away.
Yeah, they did throw him away. They gave him nothing to do. Yeah. But that's maybe that's the problem again. They just gave him nothing to do.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to know something that I was excited about, and it was like the worst miscasting. This is probably one of the biggest disappointments to me. Steven Spielberg says he's going to direct a Peter Pan movie, and they say that they have Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. And I'm thinking, wow, who's going to be playing what? And this is great. And who are they going to get to play Peter Pan? Mm-hmm. And they tell me that Robin Williams is playing Peter Pan. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, Robin Williams I'm excited about. I don't know how this is going to work, but let's see.
Nanu.
Yeah. And they say it was Peter Pan as an adult. I was like, okay, that's going to be cool to see how Robin Williams plays that. It was terrible. Robin Williams, he actually had to play Peter Pan. And imagine 40-some-year-old Robin Williams, a little bit overweight, in green tights, flying around. I was like, all right, then,
You better be on a lot of coke. Yeah. No, I saw like 5 minutes of that movie where Robin Hood, because I'd never seen that movie ever. I saw 5 minutes, and that was like the last 5 minutes I ever needed to see. I never wanted to watch that movie.
Shit, that movie was horrible, man. And then here's the other thing, they cast Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook.
Captain Hook, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, he's not playing Peter Pan or anything. This will be exciting to see. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he made a good Captain Hook. Captain Hook to me is somebody who should be big and intimidating, somebody that would actually scare children.
Scary, yeah.
Except that's what makes Peter Pan so cool.
Yeah.
Hey, this big scary dude doesn't scare me. And looking at Dustin Hoffman, he's a little dude with a wig and a mustache and a Captain Morgan suit, and I'm like, man, you should have got somebody else to play Captain Hook.
What I saw from that movie, it looked like a community play, like being videotaped with a big budget while watching that movie, and I was like, wow, this is just bad.
That movie's so weak.
And and Steven Spielberg directed that, right?
Yeah, that's Steven. Wow. It's called Hook. Yeah.
Jesus.
Anyway, man, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, I guess it's time to go.
All right, Pete, we better get out of here.
Definitely. All right.
Good night.
See you, son of a bitch.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!